ask you a question? Why you don't never play with my nipples? I got nipples too. It's my turn to get tied up. Not them handcuffs though. I got PTSD. Welcome to Hardorsoft, where men speak, so hopefully somebody will understand.
My bitches keep complaining about how slimy it is, and it's just they run into the bathroom and gagging and all this other stuff in the third. I'm like, let me taste it. My own stuff. And I was like, it seemed like it just kept growing in my mouth and getting bigger. Just one little smidgen of a drop. And I just was like, and it just seemed like it just got larger and larger and larger. It just overtook my mouth and just became all gummy. And I was like, oh my God, it is horrible.
Yo.
Woo!
That's...
First of all, I need men to be good on their diet because women do not like to swallow if they know that your diet is fucking poor.
I don't want to swallow my own shit. Like, that's some shit that...
I'm not even thinking about that.
Bro, I don't care how freaky it gets in here. And I'm freaky as shit. I don't need that kind of freak. I'm good. And Shorty was here. As a matter of fact, I actually have a clip of her to speak about our guests. Yeah. Remember, she was trying to force me.
They was forcing you to taste
my own nut. Like, what is that about?
That's non-negotiable.
I mean,
non-negotiable, bro.
I dealt with a man who wanted, like, after he nutted in my mouth, he was like, spit it back in my mouth, and I was like, okay.
I mean, that's a kink for some people. So
why?
Why are you yucking the yum? That's his yuck.
It's making me. I can't stop the fact that.
I got a college story about one of my friends in college, and she was.
I got a college story about a friend who was in college.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds a little crazy. Let me bring that up. So, no, one of my homegirls, she would say, she like to give head, and she would say she would always tell a guy, "Don't come in my mouth." So if a guy came in her mouth, she wouldn't complain about it or anything. She said she would just keep it in her mouth until they were done, whatever. And when she gave the goodbye kiss, she would.
No, she wouldn't.
Yup.
No,
what?
she would not. No, she
Shut
wouldn't.
up.
Stop doing that. Don't do that.
That's what she would do.
Don't tell me that, bro.
But
Lincoln University.
But isn't that
In
that's
PA?
not? But
Yeah, my daughter went there.
but that's not
yeah,
consent.
LU?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's kind of
They didn't consent to that.
That's disgusting.
No, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a high priority on stuff like that and every little thing. Back in 2005, sheesh.
Consent with you.
Yeah, consent
It wasn't as big.
It wasn't as big as
consent was there, but
not like that. Not on every
small thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. She ain't give it there. That was
imagine kissing, as a man. Imagine kissing the girl that you just had sex with, and all you hear is in your mouth.
She would intentionally do that though.
But would he know that he had nut in his mouth?
No.
He would just kiss her. And
her thing was she would only do it to someone that she said, "Hey, don't come in my mouth. Tell me when you're about to come." And when you're younger, sometimes it's just like, you let it go, whatever. My bad. I meant to. Why you ain't tell?
Sometimes you do it on purpose because that's the part. Yeah, sometimes you do it on purpose.
And you got to think back in college, So she said if somebody would do that, she wouldn't complain. She wouldn't react to it because she knew she was gonna give him a goodbye kiss and he was gonna get all that. And I'm like, damn.
I wonder if she only like swallowed some of it and kept a little bit of it because
she
like you
stored it
can't
inside her mouth like a squirrel.
But if you don't swallow, you're gonna spit it naturally. And usually you run to the trash can and you spit it out.
See, here's the thing: I don't like cum being held in my mouth. That don't feel good to me. Like I either have to swallow right then and there or I'm spitting out. But like to hold it and store it,
So you're not walking to a trash can?
Yeah, but she's storing it for a good amount of time. You said that she is waiting to say goodbye. Mind you, just minutes. There's minutes. She's holding the cum for minutes.
College goodbyes are a whole lot faster than.
No,
because you gotta go to walk down the hallway to go to the bathroom and stuff. It's not the same. The college goodbyes are a whole lot faster.
But you don't just like, okay, now I'm going. Like she's holding it for at least 3 to 4 minutes.
3 minutes, and you can.
I'm not holding that in my mouth for no damn 3 minutes. I don't care how good you taste.
Okay,
you never swish it around.
She might have mastered the skill. So
she might have did because I don't.
Yeah, she held in her, like, you ever eat sunflower seeds and put the extra ones, the seeds back here, and she was doing that with nut.
Damn,
it's disgusting.
It's not the same texture.
No.
It's not the same texture.
But then it's crazy because I actually had a different video Let me see if I can find that real quick. If Instagram lets me get this shit off. Let me see.
What is your dirtiest fantasy? I always wanted to get the once a guy and put it in my smoothie and blend it up and drink it as a drink. I don't know why. I just feel like it's good protein, but I just never could get to be enough to put it in a drink. It's always like they'll and then I'll rub it all over my and then
Well,
so yeah, just like smoothies. That's my fantasy. What flavors do you think would go good together? Definitely mango and strawberry. That's like yeah, I feel like it's just gonna add a good flavor to it because the mango's gonna it's gonna enhance the mango and the strawberry flavor, and then it's gonna add the protein to where you don't need to add the protein. So I've always wanted to try that. Just drink it, and then just after that, have
so y'all know I'm on my this new journey of being fit and stuff.
You've been drinking nut?
No, I went to Google how much protein is in semen. 252 milligrams. Not even enough protein in nut.
So it's not worth it.
It's not even worth putting in It's not even worth putting.
That's got to be kinky. That's got to be a kink thing.
It has to be kink because it's not worth putting on your.
Some women, especially God, if I say this, I don't want no beef, but the Hispanic chicks, they be wanting to fucking live in your body, bro. They be wanting they don't care if you sweaty, come here, they want to lick the sweat off you. So I can see them doing that shit, sucking down your nut,
and putting in
put it in their
smoothie?
drinks. Yeah,
I gotta look at the kink that is surrounded around that.
I bet you it's a thing.
So
No, I'm sure there's a kink to it,
there
but
is
it's
something about wet and messy, just like body fluids that people have a kink just for body fluids. I gotta look at the name. I might post that for my next Find Your Kink.
Find your kink.
Yeah,
What do you mean? What is that?
So Find Your Kink is the thing I do where I try to educate people on different kinks. And I got into a thing of getting indulged in reading about different kinks that are abnormal, some are regular that you say, okay, like erotic asphyxiation. Everybody choking. So that's the thing. But there's a kink to where people are attracted to humping on trees. Like actually physically.
Like in The Boys?
A tree in the wood.
It's like in The Boys. Isn't that guy that is fucking? He was fucking
he was
holes and
fucking-
shit.
Yeah, Eddie Hole. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was obsessed with fucking holes, regardless. But it got deep though because when you saw that the first time with him, it was the ZU, right? When they were in college. But then when you saw it on a new season, he was fucking like open wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a complete different kink.
What y'all doing
But
to me today?
I posted that on Facebook and I was like, yo, The Boys it's a lot of BDSM.
Oh yeah,
represented.
absolutely.
And
There's
I
a lot of
posted
it.
all the clips on my
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, am I the only one looking at this?
No. There's a lot of BDSM in that show.
Yeah.
The
A lot.
Boys.
I think it's also giving, although that some people may look at it and be like, "What the fuck is that?" But I think it's educating people that there are things out there.
The
they
nigga
don't
walked through the tunnel of a nigga's penis, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then sneezed.
Yep. And then,
Yo, there's
So
a
the babe.
Yo.
can I ask something though about a kink?
Over.
Do you guys think there's kinks out there that could be borderline a mental illness?
Yeah.
To be honest, depending on the angle you're looking at it from. Because what we do in the lifestyle society, it's not normal to the regular society. We're doing abnormal activities. We step out the box to what society deems to be normal. So depending on your perspective, somebody can say, oh, you have some type of mental illness. You know what I mean? You like choking another person and it turns you on.
Or
Think
being
about that.
choked.
Or being choked.
That comes from trauma.
Yeah.
They would
It
automatically.
could just, I just like the asphyxiation aspect of it. It might just get my dick hard. You know what I mean? So, or people that like impact play. You're physically hitting somebody. You're spanking a person. I'm hitting you. That was used as a discipline. You know what I mean? A punishment. Anybody that's into sadomasochism, somebody's gonna look back and say something wrong with you. You're crazy. It's a mental issue you have going on. Well, I just can't like it.
So you don't think there's not one kink out there that could be a little
I'd say pedophilia for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. There are things that
Something
are
like
out
that. Yeah,
there
there
that
are.
like.
But what about I told you I was watching Euphoria.
Yeah.
And this girl, she was finding her place in BDSM in Euphoria,
Yeah.
right? And this one guy, he wanted to be a pay pig, the
Yep.
first dude.
Yep.
You remember this?
Yep.
You remember before? And he's like, tell me I'm out shit.
Yep.
Tell me my dick is so small.
Yep.
Make fun of me. Would that be something that y'all would consider mental illness adjacent? Like, or like some people would definitely think that.
That's a form of being a masochist.
A masochist, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a mental aspect of it.
Right.
It's not always.
But what do you get off from that though?
Well, it depends on what the person is doing, and everybody has a different a different response to it. You know what I mean? So like some people it's physical, some people it's mental, some people it's emotional. You look at like femdoms, right? They're dealing with a lot of pay pigs, and their pain is losing money. They do it, but it hurts them to lose money, and that's their form of sadomasochism. If you look at it from the baseline of it. I'm losing money. It's hurting me.
I'm in there too because losing money hurts me too.
Yeah. So
oh God, I'm in pain just thinking about it.
Bro,
not you in a.
I'm not in a space to lose $500 and not bitch about it. I'm bitching at everybody. Like, bro, I lost.
I will dream about that shit.
Now imagine if you do a
Amazon being your dom.
For real. Amazon is my kink for real.
Think about this, right? They set up a situation to where they do a wallet drain. Right. And
a what?
A wallet drain. Right. And you have somebody say, I'm gonna post his picture. For every like, he has to give me $1. You get to it. Now he might have a budget of $5,000. He may not want to spend that $5,000, but they gonna run that up. And he's looking at it. We're at this. He's losing his damn mind. Like, yo, I really don't want to do it. And it's really, really agonizing to him. And that's him feeding his masochistic side.
He gets turned. So, is this? Do these types of kinks lead to ejaculation?
You got to ask that particular person, because some people it does. They might masturbate to that thought of them losing the money, and they're so distressed, and then they're turned on. Just like
I'm the opposite.
Just like somebody getting choked, they can masturbate to getting choked, or somebody getting spanked. I've seen girls orgasm from being spanked. I've seen girls squirt all
like
over
that video. You had a video that did that, where when you're talking about people thinking it's a mental illness. What was the video? I remember your viral video. It said things that we used to hate when we were younger. What was it? What was it?
Things that you hated as a child but love as an adult.
Love as an adult. Yeah. And it was being spanked.
And it's being spanked. So I had the video of me spanking the girl on stage. Rose is one of my bottoms that I use. She's from Philly, so we did a show at a major venue there. Nice crowd. And she's on stage and she's getting spanked. And I'm spanking her until she climaxes. And when she climaxes, I stop. So I keep going until she climaxes. So that's a form of being a masochist. So she's getting pleasure from pain.
What do you get from it?
So for me, I'm a pleasure dom. So whatever turns that particular person on, I'm turned on by them being turned on. I'm not truly a sadist because it doesn't work for me unless it turns you on. Now I can be sadistic if I need to be because that's what I need to do to please that particular person. So that's how it works for me.
Do you get like have you ever come from pleasing someone but just by spanking? Like, have you wet your drawers a little bit?
Nah.
My nigga said wet my drawers.
I'm able
Wet
to
your drawers.
Wet my drawers though. Nah, see with me is
I'm gonna start using that for men.
A wet dream. They gonna bring back to the wet dream days. Back
You wet your drawers.
in what, elementary school? No.
You wet your drawers.
No wet dreams for me. I mean, now where I'm at, I'm able to separate my personal interests and being professional. So I'm focused on what I'm doing. When it comes to do with my partners, that's a different situation. I'll be turned on spanking my partner as opposed to being turned on doing a live show or doing a paid session. It's just
I always have these questions for like people who get paid to do this stuff. Like, you're doing it, obviously it's making you money and you like it, but what is something that that's going into the hard or soft? Because I really want to know from like what do you like? Like, what are things that you're into that you want done to you, even though you're the one who's always dishing out
don't give us your
pleasure?
hard pause.
Oh yeah, because my extreme kink is extreme. So for a lot of people, but I'll hold that off for y'all
for the hard.
For the hard, yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay. Now I'm looking forward to
I can't wait to get to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
If I'm gonna
now.
get a soft one, for me, squirting just does it for me. I love the mess. I love getting somebody to that point forcing the orgasm when I can, and using my hands. I don't want to do it with penetration with my penis. I would rather do it with my hands so I can control it more. Lick it off my hands, my fingers, whatever, and see the mess all over the place. That's one of my big turn-ons.
Now, the question came up that you had mentioned that you can make almost anybody do it. It's something like
98% chance of making a girl squirt for the first time, and that's using my hands.
That's using
Using my hands.
But I feel like you can almost, being that we know the technique now, it's literally just science
But
now.
you know how many guys don't know the technique,
Right.
and
We
I'm
talked about
like,
this
what
before.
world are you in? It's simple. I'm not doing magic,
Yeah,
and
it's-
witchcraft. You know, I just invested in learning a woman's body.
Just learn her body.
And
It's
then
right
being
there.
able to add different types of sensory overload, like I'm gonna talk you through it, I'm gonna make you do a Kegel, and I can feel when you're ready to get there, and then I'm gonna talk you into helping me get you to that space. So it doesn't just happen out the blue.
What the fuck you be saying, bro?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm into oralism. So
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead. Say
into
shit.
a lot
I
of-
won't. Don't look at me. You got
So-
green eyes and shit. Don't be trying to hypnotize a nigga.
He likes it with green eyes.
We're gonna
Look,
put out,
she
we gonna
like,
put them out there, they
listen,
blue. They
they
change
blue?
colors depending on the mood.
They're blue.
Yeah. So they
Nah.
Let's not do that, because you know when light skinned people, when they got nice eyes, they be, all you see is this.
Nigga,
I gotta-
my
I'm giving
shit
you the
brown.
googly
In the
eyes.
summer, I'll be like this. How you doing?
So that's where they look at you like, you got a ring on your finger.
See what he's trying to do. He's trying to hypnotize you. Go ahead, do your thing.
How long you been single?
Shit.
How long you want to stay single?
See?
I thought you was that bitch. I thought it was me, baby.
I met my
It's
match.
me.
No, all right, keep going. How long do I want to be
So
single?
listen, let's set up a date with you and my two beautiful ladies, and y'all should hang out and get to know each other.
That is crazy. I am avoiding someone said I'm avoiding contact. I am.
I'm just saying.
I'm melting.
It don't gotta be nothing serious. Just maybe a couple of drinks, platonically. Just see what the energy look like. You stop talking about shit.
Courtney, did you wet your drawers?
Did I wet my drawers?
Yo,
That was nice.
Is that how you
That
do
was
this?
good.
I mean, it depends. It's all about energy and how the moment. You know,
You be hypnotizing people?
But I ride with the moment though. So if I saw a line to be able to converse with you that's not forced, it's gonna be a whole lot easier to speak to her. You know what I mean?
Do you use, okay, so you actually have submissives, you have partners,
So I'm
Do
open
you-
poly.
you're
Open poly.
Open
So
poly.
I'm in a poly dynamic. So I have two partners right now. One of my partners is actual submissive, and she's vetting to be a submissive. My other partner is submissive to me naturally as a man, but she's not my actual submissive. So she's not in protocol or anything. My other partner is working on learning a protocol.
So what do you mean by in protocol? Like, you said that before, and I was like, I'm gonna save it for the show. But what do you mean by there? She's in protocol.
So in the BDSM community, when you have a power exchange, you know, you have master slaves, you have dom, submissives, and most dynamics have some type of protocol that they're gonna follow, whether it's how you address the person, what their daily routine looks like, their do's and don'ts, what the rules are, when they need to check in with you. So just to give you an example, not to get into in depth into it, my submissive has to check in with me 3 times a day. So when she does check in, she checks in with what she's doing, what her mood is, and why she's thankful for being in service to me. Now, I'm going to tell you there's a method behind all that.
Okay.
One thing is I'm busy with social media. I'm my own brand, so I got to promote myself, and I'm nonstop bouncing between 10 different social media, right? And then I might have a submissive that is not local, so I'm not able just to stop by and, you know what I mean? I'm in Philly, she's in Connecticut. So that keeps me to where now she is mandatory that she has to check out with me 3 times a day. Now we'll talk all in between that and message, but this is what your mandatory thing is: 7 in the morning, 3 p.m., 10 at night. So
was
I
about to
know
say.
I'm gonna get messages.
This shit sound like me and my fucking fiance. I got to check in 3 times a day, child.
But
Or else.
what your
Shit.
what your mood is, I want to see where her mood is at that time of the day, at that point, whatever she's going through. She might be like, my mood is happy, my mood is upset. Okay, I need to get on the phone and say, hey, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about that. And then just to add to why she's thankful, just to have her remind herself, you know, come up with something and think about it. So she's thinking about why she's thankful for being of service to me.
How long do you stay in protocol?
So it's not a how long. So you might have a contract for a year or 6 months, and then you go back and revisit, see what worked, what didn't work. Now she might have things that she has to do every day. That she might have a different protocol if we go to a party, go to an event, where she has to follow certain things. If we're in the house, she doesn't follow those things. You know what I mean? Like for example, for Mills, she's taught everything that I like to a T. Just imagine having you're married.
No, I'm engaged.
Okay, so your partner, if she knows what you like to a T, she knows how you like your sandwiches, she knows how you like your steak, she knows how you like whatever, so she doesn't have to ask any questions on what you want for dinner.
Facts, because when we were starting the show, you asked for ice. Nigga, I am fucking amazed. She went in her bag. I'm going to the thing to the refrigerator to get some ice. She's like, no, I have it. She had a cup in her bag with ice in the shit already.
She was already prepared.
Yeah,
It's 93 degrees outside. How the fuck you keep this ice cold? Like, what the fuck?
But she'll know, like, she knows my preferred drink. She knows how I drink my drink. She knows certain whiskey or cognac, depending on where I'm at. I'll tell her, hey, I'm switching over to cognac because I've been getting heartburn. So she knows you bring it to me with ice. She knows her certain pour is always going to be the same pour. She knows to bring me a Red Bull with it at the same time. She also knows to rinse the top of the Red Bull, rinse it off, and wipe it down. She's not going to hand it to me. Now, a regular person's not going to know that. She's not going to hand me a Red Bull that hasn't been wiped down.
I'm trying to tell you, my nigga.
She's not going to let my cup sit unfilled for longer than 2 minutes.
So, because I'm reading Yo-Yo's comment, I actually want to know too, what's the punishment for not checking in?
So it depends. So let's just say, now that's a perfect question. So let's just say I'm not going to see her for like 2-3 weeks. She might lose social media until I come to Connecticut.
Lose it.
Oh,
Yeah, she
like
may not be.
she can't be
She
on
may
social
not be able
media.
to get on social media. She might get spanked. You know, she might like spanking, so I can't use spanking as a punishment. So I might have to use electricity and do electric play on her. She might not like to be tickled. I might have to tie her up and tickle her every 20 minutes.
Every 20
It
minutes.
just
Yeah,
depends. I might,
For
now.
how long?
it depends on how many times.
Because
she
you might
didn't.
get a broken nose. I might kick you right in your face by accident.
So what I would do.
Son, you tickled me for 5
Bro.
seconds. That's fuck. I'm
But
kicking
you
the shit
gotta
out
think
you.
about this, right? If I need to apply discipline, I need to find something that you don't like, but it's not a hard limit, right? So if you like spanking, I can't physically spank you
Right.
as punishment because now you're gonna do shit to get
Yeah.
in trouble and get spanked,
Right.
Right. So let's just say you don't like to be tickled. That's fine. I'll tie you up. I'll sit there, play the game. I'll come tickle you until you sweating, and then I'll stop, play the game for another 20 minutes. I might do that for 2 hours with you
2 hours.
because this is what I would do.
I'm going to check in.
I'm never
But
fucking up
listen,
You
again.
can't.
She
You're not going
asked-
to
Bro,
tickle me for that long.
she said she didn't check in. I would allow it to go on for maybe like a week or two, and then I would say, listen, you didn't check in 22 times this week.
You
So
counted.
yeah, so we're gonna do this. For every time you didn't check in, that's going to be 10 minutes. I'm gonna tie you up, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be tickled. So I'm devious like
I
that.
love that though.
But see,
I
it's also
really love that.
You have to be able to. Everything is not necessarily like physical pain. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to be creative and crafty, and so and it might be fun for me. It's gonna be hell for her, but I'm gonna have a fucking ball.
You
Right?
consider yourself to be patient.
Yeah, listen. I've been in the mental behavioral health field for 20 years, so I got the patience of a 3rd grade teacher.
Seriously?
I wait.
This motherfucker waiting for 2 weeks, like Tuesday. At the
Wait, what
second
did
one
the
she
teacher used to
didn't hit
do?
me.
I'll wait.
I'll
Everybody's
wait.
talking. I'll wait. I'll wait.
That's crazy. I'm not, nigga. If I got an issue with, because my fiance not doing half the shit his submissive do it, I might need to tie her ass up and tickle her. Because I didn't keep telling her I don't want no fucking frozen vegetable.
Listen, tie her
Oh,
up.
you like yours fresh?
I want fresh fucking broccoli. It's a goddamn vegetable stand 2 blocks away.
But see, that'd be a thing. If she was in protocol, she would know that already.
Man, you can see the frozen broccoli when it shows up and you like,
Certain things.
this ain't fresh. I don't give a fuck. I know this ain't fresh. She's like, it is fresh. It's fresh now. It's cooked now. This was frozen broccoli. We've been together 5 years.
But listen like this, right? You said that they could say something offline. Ask her what I'm not gonna eat no more when it comes to side dishes.
What won't he eat anymore when it comes to side dishes? She looked confused. She looked
From the
scared.
conversation before we had last night.
She looked scared. You about to get punished,
Oh,
baby.
you about
I'm
to-
so sorry.
Ooh,
You need the rope.
She folded under pressure.
You need the rope.
Corrective measure?
What I tell you,
man.
don't put on my plate no more.
Oh, shit.
From the meal you made last night. No. Explain it.
Jasmine rice. You don't like jasmine rice?
I don't know what it's. I don't like the little tiny bitty piecey rice. Like I'm like I'm a nigga. Like I want the bag rice or the Uncle Ben. Don't give me no fancy rice.
Yeah, no
You don't
fancy
like
rice.
I'm
But
cool.
jasmine rice is long grain rice.
No, that wasn't. No,
That
it
nigga
wasn't.
said
It
that's
was
not
some
it.
little chopped up, and I'm like
not
the
masculine.
texture
Like
of it.
pilaf?
The texture of it was messing me up.
Like pilaf? Was it like pilaf?
It was like
Or
the
couscous?
Couscous?
That fucking couscous shit. I hate
It's
it.
the
No,
little
but
ball,
couscous tastes so. We're not gonna get
Couscous,
into that.
nah. I don't
That's
want
not
that.
nigga rice.
I want nigga
That's
rice.
not nigga rice.
I want nigga rice. Uncle Ben's me.
Uncle Ben me.
Carolina
all day.
me, like,
that's
yo,
what
but
I
wash it
said. She
first.
tell you, give me the bag rice. I'm
Yeah.
cool with the. Don't give me no
Yeah.
fancy.
Give
I
me
don't
that
need no rice
fucking-
steamer.
Nah.
None of that, man. Give me regular rice.
And the jasmine rice feel too dainty in the mouth.
You see what that bro?
What
You
is
get
this?
me, man. Like
What is
I'm
this?
eating, and I'm like,
What is
and I
that?
got, bro. I'm like, and I said
Now
all
you
day,
got
I'm like,
nigga rice.
I said, what's different about this rice?
Oh yeah.
And I got this big ass turkey wing, bro.
Fact.
Fucking it up.
And it's not ricing. Jasmine
I'm like-
rice don't rice the way Uncle Ben's rice
This is why I
rice.
like a nigga who has a very good palate, because what?
We have good palates. We know good palates mean we understand what we need in the mouth.
No.
This ain't right.
No,
it
because
This ain't right.
It tastes. The texture is funny. It, don't
It looks
taste
like
bad.
rice. It don't feel like rice.
texture is
That's
funny.
rice.
it's rice.
It don't, nah,
Here,
man.
Melly over here. She got a whole bag of fucking jasmine rice over there somewhere.
It's okay. Anyway,
It's the texture.
Not with it. I'm not with the shit. And if I tell you I don't like it, don't put it on my damn plate.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I wouldn't do it. If you tell me you don't like this
No,
is it.
no,
This
here's
goes
the
into
thing. No,
consent.
no,
Literally,
here's the
this is a
thing.
consent thing too.
if you don't like it, fine. I'm not gonna put it on your plate. But I'm just trying to understand why y'all want nigga rice. Like I don't understand the
It's
correlation
what
between
I
jasmine
was
and nigga
raised
rice.
on. I have a relationship with Uncle Ben. It's what I know. I'm comfortable. Me and him, we
cool
grew
with
up
it.
together.
It's my safe zone. I know it's gonna go with everything.
You show up and there's a Chinese Uncle Ben in the crib. Who the fuck is this nigga? What variant is this?
Chinese
But
Uncle
this is
Ben is
why-
crazy.
When they give us rice at the Chinese store, they give us that bulky rice.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
when you,
still-
when you get the rice on the
Because
side,
it's long grain rice. That's all
Bro,
it
that's
is.
what I need.
It's long
I
grain
need my
rice.
rice long and grainy.
I support that message. I support that message.
Someone give me the bell because why the bell all the way over there?
I want to get back to you. First of all, we haven't even introduced you today.
We have
but
not.
you consider yourself to be a sex worker.
Nah, not necessarily. But I would fall into that category because I do provide. I do provide.
Umbrella.
Consider
Right?
in the umbrella.
Matter of fact, Courtney, do you consider yourself to be a sex worker?
Because I do this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever considered myself a sex worker.
You know you got our loyal fans.
Huh?
We got our loyal fans.
We do, but we're not doing anything on it. We're
We
just
talk about
providing.
Nothing.
We're just
Hey,
commenting.
look at this.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
No.
No.
Not even a titty out.
No. I don't want no. I
Them
want
things is
the,
I'm
massive.
just
Sorry. My bad. My bad. Sorry. My bad.
no, I don't consider myself. I don't think I consider myself a sex worker because we talk about it. I don't think
Well,
it's sex work.
I wouldn't argue against it. If
You
somebody
think
said
you think
are,
we're sex workers, Tahoe?
I'm not going to tell anybody I'm a sex. But if you say I'm not, like, all right, if you put me in that category,
I
I'm
think
not
so.
going to fight it at
I
all.
don't think so.
I think so. The reason why is if I just do it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Public perception. I'm different now to society because I'm so openly speaking about sex.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so openly selling sex toys and sex products and sex health. Like I do sex parties. We do sex parties.
Yeah.
At that point, not only are we profiting off of it, but we're also looked at as part of a society that is looked down on. Like
Okay.
it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm owning that. For one, the fact that we do lifestyle parties,
Yeah.
just the fact of that, and profit off of it, selling sex toys and whatnot.
I can see why you. I'm not gonna argue against it, but I don't think I would like.
In the
I wouldn't
show.
say like in the street. Oh yeah, I'm part time. I'm a sex worker. You're like
I say I'm a kink coach.
dildos up here. Where's my dildos at?
I'm a kink coach, and I stick with that one.
a kink coach.
A kink coach.
Yeah. Okay.
I say that. If I got to talk to someone that's vanilla and they're asking, well, what do you do? You know, I see people asking, or, you know, I'm having a conversation and they'll see one of my shirts that's, you know, find your kink. Oh, I'm a kink coach. I'm a kink guide.
Now you're big on consent.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're big on consent. I have a situation that I saw on social media. a young lady supposedly was talking to somebody. I don't really know the situation. I seen it.
Was it
but
romantic?
They looked to
Talking?
have some sort of
Okay.
romantic.
Okay.
They were texting.
Okay.
Right. So at that point, the number has been given. I don't
Yeah.
know. And there was some things in there where it seemed as if he was basically not really feeling their interaction like it was. Like it had fell off. So he was trying to dip off, like, yo, right? And she was basically like, no, you're being difficult. I don't want to end it. Something like that. Something like that.
Okay.
At the end of the day he basically would ask, how the situation played out is he asked her something like, how was your day? She's a content creator.
Yep.
She sends him a picture of her
Doing content work.
not doing it, but like a nude of something like that,
okay.
right?
Okay.
And that he did not ask for, and went about his day. Time passed. She's doing her content,
Yep.
and he basically is like, "Hey, are you ever going to send me like a picture or whatever from your content?" And the conversation basically went, "Sorry for the late text. I've been working, making videos." He says, "It's okay. How's that been? And can I see those? Are you not comfortable with that yet?" She says, "To be quite honest with you, I'll probably never send you those." He says, "Oh, why not?" She says, "Because no." He laughs and says, "LMAO, it's no other reason, just no." She says, "No is a reason all by itself." He says, "I understand, that's why I asked, but okay, I understand. Would you take others that you don't post for me?" She says, "No." And he said, "Just no for that too, or is there a reason behind that?" No is the reason. The reason is no. And it kind of went that way. And in the regular society was saying, "Girl, you already sent him things. Why wouldn't you send it to him now? And why can't he ask no?" But the sex work community, from what I gathered, generally, was like, because no means no.
Because you can take consent anytime.
I gave consent and now I'm taking it back. And you continuously asking and looking for is somewhat harassing now. Like, because I told you no. And that's where I kind of don't understand what's what. Can you guys give me any clarity
Don't
that you
ask
can
me.
have on this?
Don't ask me,
I
because
would
my
say-
opinion is, you don't want to ask my opinion.
The thing is, I don't like when people abuse it, right? And then you blur the lines for people. You know what I mean? Be straight up from the beginning. Give an explanation. You don't have to give an explanation, but if this is someone that you had a rapport with or a relationship with, and I'm assuming that's what you said, that they were talking, whatever, and it was equal energy, equal interest,
Right, it
up
seemed
until a
that
certain
way.
point.
From his point of view, it seemed that way.
And
We have
she
not.
sent him
I have.
a thing
I don't
before.
know. Right. So I don't
So-
know her side of the story. So I really can't represent how she feels about it. But
Okay.
this is what I saw.
But
So-
he's good up until the space where she says no. He
Right.
had the right to ask because
Right.
she did it before, so that's a familiar space to
Right.
him. Hey, can you send me another one? Said no. You know, so now now right there, a lot of people were like, as soon as they say no, there's no second chance, second asking, well, why or so and so this that. But the fact that they have a rapport and he's received one before, I can understand why he would want to follow
Me
up.
too.
Like, hey, is everything okay?
Right. Have
Did
things
I do
changed?
something
Because
wrong?
you-
Are we
it
not
always-
in this space?
Exactly.
Yeah. But once he goes the third time, like if he's doing it the second time to clarify and to say, hey, let me make sure we good, like because you just sent me your titties and all this shit 2 days ago. I'm asking now, you saying no, and now you want to be, but me, and then that goes into the type of man you are. Oh, you giving me your ass to kiss? I'm cool. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm not gonna keep pushing personally because now you're being a bug. You harassing a
It
person.
sound. She was being very like straightforward. Like
But
because
she,
no.
she gave him. She for whatever reason.
That wall went up.
She gave him her ass because no was my answer. I don't need to explain. So
Right there. That'd probably be my last
at
text.
a, yeah, but we got different type. We got different type of energy. I can tell. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, you got it, love. That's
it.
That's it for me.
That's it.
But some guys, well, what's up? Well, why? Well,
Nah,
so
nah,
and so.
nah.
Where now it become a
And
problem.
that's now
That's
that
the
starts the
problem.
harassing.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you're saying.
Yeah. So once somebody says no, and then you try to say, hey, let me make sure everything good. Anything after that second, just to follow up, just to make sure you wasn't playing around, it's all downhill from you. It doesn't matter how many times she sent you news, whatever y'all did in the past, she could have sucked your dick 102 times in that week. As soon as she get to that, no, and then you start, it's over for you. You don't have no win You don't have no leg to stand on.
So what we're saying is it became slightly harassing when you didn't take the signs for what they were. Because my nigga, just be a real nigga. She's basically telling you, get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. Why you now keep pushing it when she's telling you, get the fuck out of here? But in his mind is, yo, you're telling me to stick around. I'm confused by the energy you're giving me right now when that wasn't the energy before.
I think what's kind of confusing me is when he was like, oh, would you ever send me videos
without posting,
without the ones that you're not posting, but just some for me? Mm-hmm. And she said no. And I'm just like, okay, no means no, obviously. But then I think what I'm confused about is that, were you romantically involved with this person? Because I know for me,
I agree.
if I'm romantically involved with someone, when I get to that point when I'm comfortable, you gonna get the what is it? The video, the pictures,
slow motion for me.
That's why I'm confused.
So,
I'm like, are they romantically involved? Because I know if I'm romantically involved with someone, that's just me. I don't know if everybody's gonna be different.
It's
too many.
Without knowing her side of the story, because he was able to draw his own thing. But I'm like, yo, the way she's talking don't sound like she fuck with you like that.
Yeah. Right.
She don't. Because
like that right there, that's
I would have been good off the just the no and the because no
that would have been it for me.
Oh, hold up, shorty. Me and you ain't. I thought we was. All right, good. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yo, have a good day, baby.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't have it. A lot of guys
that's
don't know how to read
But
energy,
that's discernment, and not a lot. I don't say guys. I say people don't have discernment.
Let's say people.
People don't exercise their discernment a lot.
Okay, so beyond that,
yeah,
she's now a content creator. Mm-hmm. I can see a content creator. I remember saying I dated a stripper, a dancer, and she wasn't as sexual at home as she was in the club. Not that she didn't love taking care of me, she did, but that wasn't like her. Like she wasn't walking around as a dancer all day. Yeah. She would cook, clean, go shopping. We would have sex maybe once a day, maybe.
I think people have like they have an idea of someone, and when and you don't fit in that mold anymore, then you're like, damn, well, what was this?
It also goes off what your motivation was for investing time and energy. Like you could have saw that aspect of her, like, this is what I'm attracted to. Now back home she's reading books and she's wholesome and she's and that's not what really
I actually dated her spot. No, I dated. I found I didn't even know she was a dancer when we met.
Okay.
That was a whole different thing, and I never went to the spot to see her.
Oh, so you don't even know how she was in that environment.
But this was the Go Club, so it wasn't even it was more of a gentleman's club. It wasn't. It was white people. It was you know what I mean. It wasn't like a strip. But yeah.
I just think people
have you ever had
mold.
somebody like you, like say you was trying to date somebody. I don't know what your dating life is like, right? Have you ever had somebody try to date your professional person and not you?
All the time. That's why all the time I had to reevaluate my process in getting to know people because of that. Even when it comes to interviewing submissives or dating people, because a lot of people think my life is what you see on my social media, and it's completely different from that. I'm sitting in the crib. I want to binge Netflix and stuff like that.
You in the crib watching Bridgerton?
Yeah, don't do me like that. Already, I knew it was gonna come back.
He like the wigs and the ruffles.
I knew it was gonna come back.
Like the wigs and
it's okay. I'm gonna go watch it just because you said watch it.
I didn't say watch it.
You did. You literally told me about Bridgerton.
He said watch it with your significant other.
With your, that's one thing.
He said watch it with your fiance.
That's where I got to it.
Yeah.
That space. But people think that, but I've been doing it for so long, so it's different. My peace of mind looks different than what you see on social media. When I have my space to choose what I want to do, I'm in the crib chilling. I'm vibing. This is why my partners, the energy I have with them is my peace of mind. And I can sit in a crib with either one of them or both of them together and be 100% cool. You know what I mean? I don't have to go through and do all the lifestyle stuff. Even though I do, I love it. I'm an exhibitionist, so you know when it comes to the sexual aspect, it's cool. But I have to they would say this is not what I expected, but they're okay with that, and this is why I continued with them because everybody think every night is gonna be them hanging from the ceiling, beating them with floggers and all types of crazy shit. But it's not like that. You know what I mean? It's not like that for me. Now, if we go to a party, yeah, we can get that. But when I'm in my personal space, if we're doing something in the bedroom and all that, and you're getting spanked, and we're, you know, that's a different story. But it doesn't look like that. And a lot of people see what you project online, and they feel like, okay, this is what's going to be all the time.
Yeah.
And they'll ask them, so you be doing this every night? They're like, girl, no, I don't do none of that shit every night. Man, we chill. We actually do normal stuff. You know what I mean?
But, you know, Tahoe, we talk about this all the time here. Even with us just talking about sex, people think that we're on that 24/7. And so you have to weed out people that you're dating because there's like, they think you want to talk about sex all the time. I don't want to. When I leave this crib, I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it unless like me and you have that rapport, and we're on the topic, especially a man, and I'm bringing it up. Let me bring it up.
Nigga, my fiance be like that.
Let me bring it up.
You want to talk? You talk about it on the show? I'm like, baby, it was 3 hours. Like, can we talk about something else?
A whole different space sometimes.
Hours and hours of being horny. It's just like after a certain time, I'm just like,
that's too horny.
That's too horny.
You have partners.
Yes.
Do they engage with each other away from you?
Yes, they do. They're closer to each other than they are closer to me. Well, I guess maybe not. No. But so one's in Connecticut, one's in New York. So I guess the New York one is closer to me than Connecticut. That's far out. But they hang out and do their girl thing. They'll hang out with each other's girlfriends and stuff like that. Chill. They'll do their own little date nights and everything like that. Sometimes it's a space to where I might go spend 3 days with one, 3 days with another, and then we'll spend the weekend together. So it just depends on what's going on. And
you don't get jealous?
Who?
You don't get jealous?
Do I get jealous?
Yeah,
of
that they're
them
hanging out
with each other?
Yeah.
No, I want them to hang out with each other.
Would
That's
they have
safer
like
space.
a great sexual night together without you?
Do y'all have a great sexual night without me?
Are you saying no? So she said never. One said never. The other one looked like no.
Doing wild air.
So are you allowed? Are they it's open poly, right? Like that means anybody can do anything.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say anybody can do anything.
Well, he
Now,
said he's open poly.
So that means that if I bring somebody else in, like, I'm
Courtney.
going to bring them to them. We're going to talk, whatever.
Stop, Tahoe.
She asked. He asked. I'm referring to
Now,
what was.
it's different for now. Let me break it down. Now, my submissive is different. She can't. She can't date anybody else or anything like that. That's my submissive. Now, if my other partner wanted to date a couple, or we would have that conversation because the partner that I had before them, that I was off and on with for a couple of years, she dated couples, and that's my personal thing. You can date a couple, you can't date a single guy. You can date. So say it was you and your fiance, and y'all are a couple, but y'all are poly, whatever, so and so. I would be comfortable with her dating you. I just don't deal in the realm of them dating single guys. Now, neither one of my partners date anybody else, but we haven't had the conversation to where she expressed, hey, I'm interested in, exploring a couple or something like that.
So why are you so uncomfortable with them dating a single guy?
Because
Can I jump in real quick? And only to give reference, and maybe you could give me a yes or no on this, right? I had a submissive somewhat called Listener Letter Join the Summer. I didn't mind her dating dudes necessarily, but I didn't like her. She tried to, a dom was trying to get on her, and I took that personally. Like, nah, you're not talking to another dom. Like, I was just like, matter of fact, I kind of allowed her to play her hand. But I think my energy kind of like overtook the situation because he was trying to like compete or some shit.
Okay.
And then afterwards, she got punished for it.
So it was a pissing contest.
It felt like it. And I was like, why would you tell him certain things? Why would you like, see, now you out of pocket. You're doing too much.
I wouldn't even want to engage outside of a friendship with a submissive that is dealing with a dom, and she's in service or she's under any type of consideration. Whatever.
Exactly.
I'll walk the other direction. Like, we can be cool, but I don't want to have that interaction.
But what is that? What is that?
Well, you gotta,
because she asked about the other single guys, so it's the same thing.
For me, just respecting the culture, respecting the community, I wouldn't even pursue. But you get a lot of people that hear about it, they try to dive into it. We're all at lifestyle parties. You got 20 guys there saying, "Oh, I'm a down," because they got a flog and stuff like that. Somebody like that might see you got it that well, I can do it better. I'll never be in a space to say that to anybody. You know, I'll give, you know, advice. Hey, make sure that you A, B, and C. Make sure they're asking this what it should look like. He shouldn't be your dime after 2 weeks. There should be some type of process before y'all make that conscious decision to go into saying he's my dime. You know what I mean? Like right now, we've been how many months? 8 months.
8 months.
And she is not technically my submissive. She is still being vetted.
Damn, that's about as long as it was for
You
my
see what I'm
job.
saying? Now-
Probation is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Yeah.
Probation is a motherfucker. We should get the top pay.
Yeah.
And
when is probation up?
And we met at one of my events. She actually came to an event that I was booked for, and then followed up and flew out to Indianapolis for another event I was booked for. And I'm like, okay, she's showing initiative. Like, okay, so then that's how that happened. My other partner, we met in local lifestyle groups, and we clicked and whatever. And then the first time I hung out with her, we all hung out together. So they got introduced the first day, and
That's
clicked.
very comfortable.
Yeah, so I'm like
That's
that. But then I
very
also,
comfortable.
but I told her, I invited a couple of girls out that I was interested in, and I told her that, and I was like, hey, listen, you know, it's like 3 girls that might come that's all interested. Hey, come out and hang. So she was the only one that ended up showing up.
Who's your wingman here?
Ooh, my wingman is my alter ego.
Who's your alter ego?
My alter ego.
Who's
go
the name
into
of
it.
your alter
I asked a
ego?
magic question here. What is this
What's
alter
your
ego?
alter ego?
Listen, I'm my own wingman because most of my bros, they're all married, and none of them are in the lifestyle. So I got associates that you meet and people that you cool with that you might put on to, hey, listen, it's a party, whatever. I got access to this, you know, and I can get into most of the stuff across the country. So people that I met in the lifestyle that ended up being cool and stand up dudes, you know, but I maneuver a lot with a bunch of women. Like I might go to a party and have like 6-7 girls that will only go if I go. You know what I mean?
Can a woman be a wingman?
She could.
So
But
what's your alter ego?
Either
That's what I'm trying to. He's going off on a tangent. I'm like, okay, but what's your alter ego?
But let's go back to
Let's
that
go back to your alter ego. What
Are
is
we-
your name?
Are we going back? Well, listen, my alter ego, it combines together. So Sir Leezus is who I am, but it's a different when I'm in that space to where I'm a shark, or when I'm in a comfortable, safe space to where you know I'm showing. Like that moment when I looked at her and I started talk like you know,
I knew
talk
that's
to
when
me.
you turned it on.
That's the difference. You see
When
what
you
I'm
turn
saying?
it on.
Okay.
So I could chill, I could be in shark mode. You know what I mean? You see when we get there. But then either one of them, they both like women. They're both attractive. They both have the energy to interact and pull women if they want. You know what I mean? But how I would maneuver with them is typically, who are you interested in? Because you know I can vibe with every situation. Who are you interested in? If you're not interested in anybody, we're gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean? So it works because if I needed that space, they both can be wing women. But I'm going to an event with 2 women that I'm highly attracted to,
Right.
and I have great sexual chemistry. And then when it's together, and I'm on one of my exhibitionists where I got that whole, you know, that whole adrenaline flowing from being at an event, the shit is different for me. You know what I mean?
How have you always been as confident as you are now?
Yeah, because I came from like, you know, a ball player life. So, you know, Hov say I got the swag of a ball player. So I've always been like that. But just being a people person, and when I was younger, I was bigger. Like I've been this size since 9th grade. You know what I mean?
What are you
So,
about 6'5"?
6'5", 6'5" and a half. So
You said don't forget the half.
yeah, don't forget that.
Son, this nigga like me, like yo, I be like I'm 5'11" and 5/8.
Listen.
He said 6'5" and a half. I'm like, you really needed
So-
that
You
half?
don't need the half.
Yeah. So when I was younger, I had older cousins, and they were like 2 grades older than me. And they used to be like, walk over there with them blue eyes and talk to them damn girls. So I was forced to learn how to talk to girls at a young age. They was like pimping me out, like go talk to them girls, go over there. And,
No, that I say was pimping your eyes out.
yeah.
Yeah, go soften them up over there.
But so I learned, and I was forced to do it. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing I was choosing to. Like, hey, punching you in the chest and shit. You know how big cousins are and all that stuff. Go over there, we go
That's
whatever,
the cousin I
so and so.
was.
And you want to be cool and hang out, so I would go talk like, hey, my cousin said you're cute or so and so. So I was all, and then they'll keep me over there. And I won't go back. And they looking at me like this, and then eventually they come up. But you know how I get girls get like,
That's
they
right.
need to come over here. You stay over here with us. So it started with that, and then playing basketball and stuff, and then you get into that, and
but playing basketball is a very macho community,
and especially
going from there to the lifestyle had to be an adjustment. No,
well, crazy story. So in high school, I used to host these parties. You get a situation where your parents work 3 to 11. That is the golden goose egg for a high school kid.
Has never happened to
being
me.
a single parent
My parents
home.
never had a 3 to 11.
Single parent home, and your parent works 3 to 11
at night,
and
everybody's
3
lit.
to 11, and you're in a neighborhood where everybody walks. You see what I'm saying? From school. I would, oh my goodness, listen, I met a girl at a young age that told me her fantasy was to be with more than one guy. At a young age.
Really? Because women are still having a hard time saying it now, even though they want it.
And it was the most shocking thing. And at that age, so
She
I'm like,
said it.
She wanted to be, that was her fantasy.
She said it.
She wanted to be with more than one.
And this is, I would say, at least 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
To say that out loud as a young girl was bold.
Because, again, I said it and people said I was traumatized. They said I had trauma.
Let me tell you how deep it got. So it started off with me, her, and my brother, my younger brother.
You was knocking cheeks down with your brother?
My younger brother.
He
How
got
old was
blue
your
eyes
brother?
like you?
Nah, he the only one that
Yo,
don't.
look at you.
No, I'm just
You already
saying.
thinking about the two man. She's like, you know what? I might not be into them.
No.
But how old is your brother?
No.
So where I'm from, right? I'm from the suburbs of Philly.
Okay, what part?
A town
What
called
suburb?
Norristown.
Oh,
So
my best friend's from
Norristown-
Philly, so she be telling me all the
So
shit.
Norristown is a small town with a
It
bunch
is.
of black folks.
It is.
So it's the hood of the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
So all the surrounding suburbs, which are like, big houses, big money, and you got the Hillary Banks type of black girls, right? They want to come down to the hood area.
They wanna be around
This
the
is the
niggas.
first step before you get to Philly. You can't get to Philly, you come to Norristown. That's where the niggas is on the block. That's where back in the day,
That's the
you
dirt
couldn't
bikes.
get drugs from everywhere. You had to go to the hood to get drugs, right? In that era. You know what I mean? You had to go get weed, and you had whatever you was doing, you had to go to the hood area. You wasn't like everywhere in the suburbs, everybody where you got a nerdy white boy selling, it wasn't that type of situation back when I was younger. So the girls that come down, they want to hang out on the blocks, they want to do the shit, whatever, so we from Norristown, got a real popular basketball team. We like #1 in the state, right? So all of us are known and all that, whatever, in the newspaper and stuff like that. So the girl tell me that's her fantasy. So starts off me and my brother, then it's me and my cousin, then it's me and one of my friends, and she's coming down. Now this girl, her
she
parents
loved
had
it.
bread. Her stepdad was related to I'm not gonna put the name out there because they're gonna know the girl I'm talking about, but a real famous girls group. That was his niece, and he did music, had a studio,
And she was out here wilding it up.
she was out here wilding. So then she started bringing her friends. Her friends wanted to come down, so it ended up being her and one girlfriend. Then it's a second girlfriend. Then it's a fourth girlfriend. You see what I'm
And
saying?
y'all all wilding.
And now it's to the point to where we doing these orgy parties, and I'm fucking all of her friends, and I'm just having these parties in the summertime. They're coming down, and at a young age, so it was normalized to me. It wasn't nothing about the lifestyle or anything like that. I'm a high school kid,
This yours, bro.
and I'm gonna just
The
hold
dick
the dick trophy.
The dick trophy.
I got the dick trophy. So I would host these parties,
I
right?
can't believe he took it.
Bro, listen. I'm gonna say that one of them gonna get it. It's going in one of them. I don't know who, but
No,
it's
I'm
going
not
in one
really
of them.
giving it to you. You're not leaving with my
What
dick
you
trophy.
mean? It's over. Like,
All right, take it. Fuck.
nah, that's cool. I got you. I got you. But so this was in high school, and that normalized to me. You know what I mean? So I was doing these little parties, and it just happened, and I didn't talk the girl into it. I didn't make. She said
It was her
that's what
thing.
and I was just like, damn, well, I
Wow.
can make that
I wonder
happen.
what was the question. What was the convo she was having with her friends though?
So her friends were just so infatuated that she was just coming down to Norristown on a regular to this
Wildin'.
to the town. To them, that's like Philly to them. So that's like, I don't know how it work out in New York with like, I would probably say like you got a popular hood and the girls want to come. You got the suburb girls that want to come hang out in the pride or the
Something
hood.
like that,
Some when you
basically.
younger, they want to come. They ain't supposed to be
It's
there.
like houses like this that want to hang out in the projects.
Yeah,
Basically
So-
like that.
So once that started flowing, And I got popular for that in high school, like hosting the. Everybody can say when they see what I'm doing now, like, bro, you used to do that shit back when in high school. Yo, that's crazy. You do the same. Like some of the niggas that I grew up with will tell you, like, yo, you used to host parties like that back. But I didn't know nothing about the lifestyle.
Right.
I was just hosting. I had the crib, had the space,
had the crib.
whatever, popular, and the girls wanted to come, and I would set up these little parties. And the one thing is, I didn't drive. My one homie got a car at 16. As soon as he got his license, they bought him a car. And he was the worst looking guy out of everybody. No girl wanted to deal with him, but he was the driver. So it's like, bro, go get the girl, go pick him up. So we had to be like, well, he the driver, he got to get some. So I remember, like, they like, well, we want to fuck everybody but him. And I'm like, bro, but he the driver though. He the one, he's the driver. He got to get some. You can't get here. Let's see.
How you get home?
What you doing? They be like, so she started pushing off her friends, whatever, to him. Like, well, I'm not sleeping with him, so. Everybody else is cool, but not him. And I'm like, he the driver though. You know, he got like, he's not. We can't get y'all if he don't get some. Yeah. And he was the thirstiest one too.
Oh,
he was the thirstiest one. But he
that's
was
the
cool
worst
though.
Combination.
Yeah, the thirstiest one, and then like a real good athlete too.
You got it, like I got to get home, and he like, you wanna fuck? He
she ain't getting in my car.
Yeah, like,
oh Lord.
So I started doing that, and that went on until like, let me see, I got into college, and I remember like a freshman in college, the last party I had with them was they were graduating. I was a freshman in college, and they were seniors in high school, and they graduated, and they had a graduation party, and I had a big. Now this gets crazy.
It gets crazy.
So I had a big. They had a big party for one of the people, and then I had a hotel party. So the hotel party, we're chilling, whatever, so, and then the shit gets crazy. We had 2 rooms attached. Remember the attached?
Oh, they still have them.
Yeah, we're playing spades in the one. The other room, I look, it's going down. Hands down, it's going crazy in there. I mean, it's like 6 girls. They just run through whatever, so. And I'm on my chill this time. I'm like, I'm not even involved with it. I'm like, damn, y'all just went because it was so normal.
Right. They know what it is when they come to your party.
And I haven't seen them in a minute because I'm all playing college ball, and I came back, whatever, so. I'm like, we're doing a thing. I messaged everybody. You know, you start summertime. You start linking up with your old folks and all that, whatever. Shit went down, whatever. And one of the girls ended up pregnant.
Oh.
And didn't know who it was.
And none of them dudes know. None of them dudes know.
Damn.
I don't listen.
That
It was one of them like
dads. That baby got 6 deadbeat dads.
Yeah, that's crazy story. Crazy story. Now, these were, you gotta realize we're like they're younger. Like it's not like we not at that adult stage. So
no, y'all was really young to be doing that.
So, but I actually like in high school I would do orgy parties, and I wasn't calling it an orgy party. I didn't. It was just like, yo, I got the girls are coming down. Come through. You know what I mean?
But you would do them in your crib. In your parents' crib?
Yeah, I would do it.
Did they ever find out?
I told my mom like what
years
I used
later?
to do. Yeah, like
so you never got caught back then.
Never.
But
got
you
But you told her years later.
Yeah, I told her like when she started. When I started getting to this, my mom was like my best friend, so she knows everything. You know, way closer to my mom than I was my dad before he passed. So you know, she like, leave out, you spanking ass still. She's like, every time I walk in, she'll say that you still spanking ass, so. But I was telling a story about how that was like a layup for me, like 3 to 11. Like who does it? You know what I mean? Yeah. You get right out of school 2:45. That's all you really need is 30 minutes.
Did she ever feel guilty?
What? Nah, she ain't. I was responsible.
Like,
nothing crazy happened from it. Yeah, that's where I actually started with that. So then when I got introduced to the lifestyle, I'm thinking like back then, like it's crazy that I used to do that shit in high school.
How did you get introduced into the lifestyle?
An ex introduced me after college.
Oh my God, I cannot wait
to
get back to today and actually have like a day of sex.
Ooh.
Like a whole day. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to stop jerking so you can give her loads and loads.
I want to stop, but I think that I can use a cheat code. They have load boost. You take I want to do this for like a month.
Okay.
I want to give her like a whole body full of nut now with.
Y'all trying to have more babies?
A body full of nut is kind of tough.
A body full of nut is crazy?
Yeah. Is she a fucking Neutrogena kid?
Wait up. Have you, first of all, where's your first best place that you like to nut on a chick?
Inside her. Damn. If I had to pick, probably on her lips.
Lips?
Yeah.
You want her to swallow?
If I'm on the outside, no. Because that's just for like I just want to like a good canvas. Like I want to paint.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to see something artistic.
So I want artistic. I want it to drip down off the lips, down the neck, off the titties, like drip down her fucking body. I want all of that. You can't just be having like no. First of all, if you jerk off too much, you're not giving up that much nut.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're not getting, and you're not with load boosts. If you take the pills, you can actually go again and again. So not only does it taste good, it's more, and you can get more action out the dick.
It's like a dick generator.
Yeah, it's like a nut generator for real.
Nut
It's actually a
generator.
nut
like
generator
that.
for
I
real.
like that.
And right now, if you go to loadboost.com, you can get a whole bottle of Load Boost for 10% off.
Using what code though?
Hard or soft. Thank you. I forgot about that. But yeah, if you take Load Boost, you take it for a couple days, it fills up your tank.
And
You get to unloading.
So Lobu's like a Tesla. You ain't never seen a dead Tesla. You ever seen a Tesla that was dead? They always drive it. That's what you call spontaneity. Listen, if you want to get 10% off of the Load Boost, please be sure.
I cannot.
to use-
Yo,
Wait, what's the code again?
hard or soft?
Hard or soft.
It's definitely not whatever the fuck you just said.
Spontaneity. Listen, also, never mind. Just get the Load Boost.
Go to lowboost.com. Use code hard or soft for 10% off, and I'm telling you, you will see results. Let's go.
How did you get introduced into the lifestyle?
An ex introduced me after college. She was an exhibitionist, and she was a model. She had a whole bunch of friends that modeled, and they dated a bunch of older guys. So there was a lot of cock-old situations, like cock situations, stag vixen situations.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, come, we was doing stuff like, we used to go to the 40-40 and fuck at the 40-40 club bathroom. Or, the unisex bathrooms at the 40-40.
Yeah, there is. I
So
forgot. Yep.
she used to always pull me in there. She loved going to the 40-40, the one out here in New York and the one out in Atlantic City. And that was the thing. Like, we would fucking bathrooms, like in certain spots. Like, that was just like a little thing we had. If we can make it happen, come to the bathroom real quick, whatever, so. And so she knew I was like with the shits, right? So she knew I was open. So then she eventually invited me, say, hey, my friend's having a party. I haven't been to one in a minute. So this is that. And it's like blah, 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 this, that. So we went to like a club after it closed.
Oh, okay.
And the crazy shit about the party I went to, it was like a genderless party. So there was just like everything going on. And I
Right.
was like, nah, don't leave me. It was one of them situations to where I'm like, it's so much going on. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm not into that, but I'm like, I'm not, I'm comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm, comfortable being in any space. And she had a bunch of transgender friends that were models and stuff. And I'm seeing everything. I'm
Yeah.
seeing BDSM. I'm seeing.
I'm sure that was a shocker for you walking into that and you're just like, whoa, I didn't know
So
nothing
it was
about
kind of, you walk in, we chill, and then it happened. Because
yeah.
we were all coming in at the same time. Once
Right.
everybody got comfortable and all that, you start seeing stuff going on and all the things like that, whatever. And there was a lot of submissive men and stuff like that. So it was like everything going on. And I'm all like, you going to the bathroom? I'm going to the bathroom. I'm like, don't,
Yeah, I think that's what like Tahoe was saying. Like that was probably a crazy shift for you because although you was throwing orgies, you weren't throwing kinks. Like there wasn't like there was nothing kinky going on.
But you've done stuff like in college. You play on the college basketball team. You've had your moments with your team to where you've done stuff. You might link up with some girls and all of that. That just happens with athletic teams and stuff like that. So you've seen stuff like that. But it's a difference if people are doing it as a lifestyle. They're doing it recreationally or socially. And I tell people, when you make a decision to socially engage in and recreationally engage in sex, like as a social outing, then you become lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's easy. If I go to a bar and I have a one night stand with somebody, that doesn't make me lifestyle.
Right.
I went there and something just happened to happen spontaneously.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But if I'm like, we're intentionally going to this party where they're going to be fucking at this party, and we're going there because say me and you are a couple, and we want to find a girl to play with. We want to find a couple to swap with.
Right.
And if we find that couple or that girl that we vibe with, it's gonna happen. If we don't, we just hang out at the party and then we keep it moving. That's a different mentality.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. So I would ask you this. What, I'm sure you've gone to a lot of play parties, but if you had to choose top 2 moments in your whole entire lifestyle world, what would be those top 2 moments for you?
Top 2 moments would probably be, to be honest, I think I made, how many, 5 girls squirt? And if I got to say top 2 moments, how many girls, when we went to that party, how many girls, that was it 5? 5? I made 5 girls squirt in under, maybe 30 minutes? 30 minutes. In under 30 minutes at a play party.
So it was like they were laying on, okay, you got to set the scene. Were they laying on the table? Were you doing like, okay, here,
so
here? Like you had octopus hands? What's going on?
My partner kept bringing them to me.
Oh.
She kept, do her next. She said, you can't do her next. She said she was bringing them. And one on the couch, one on the bed, one standing up. We were in like a small hotel room.
Yeah.
And she's bringing the people to me. And I'm whatever, going clean or whatever, so-and-so. And I'm sitting chilling, trying to go have a drink. She's like, I got another one. And she's just bringing them to me.
Shit.
But I did that on stage. I did that in front of the whole resort at Hito. And that's what just happened recently. And people were like, oh, this motherfucker did 6 girls. He made them all squirt. But I did it as a demonstration. Right. Here, she was just bringing the girls like, here you go, here you go, here you go. It was like she would just offer them to you like, here you go.
Not you feeding, here you go. Feeding him women.
If like, I gotta say, like, yeah, that was one, and it was just like, just straight raw, like it wasn't planned, it was spontaneous, and she's just like, she got this big smirk on her face, like, yeah, that's my nigga, yeah, that's my, and there's one girl just talking shit like he can't, but she like, well, come over here. No, he's not gonna be. This is that, whatever. So it was fun. It was fun. Wow. It was unexpected. So that's probably and that just happened too.
Oh, so like what?
That was recent. That just happened. That was recent. So that was this year, and that just happened.
So then, if that's number 1, what was it before that one?
Let me see. Before that one, everything else was basic to me. Okay. To be honest, besides the first time I went and just seeing stuff, like the first party I went to, that was the most shocking thing. Anything from there was just. Everything from there was just mid. From me, my first party, seeing everything that you can think of. There's girl on girl, there's guy on girl, there's trans, there's people getting paid, there's all types of kink and fetish stuff. There's everything going on. My first actual party, what I knew nothing about the lifestyle. So from that point on, everything is just like, how can you go up from there?
Do you think you're chasing a high? I always ask people this, like when they're into lifestyle, and not even lifestyle, but just in general, because like even now, like I feel like sometimes we have our first orgasm, it was magical. Yeah. Are we always chasing that high of that? I want that orgasm that I had when I first had an orgasm.
So one thing I will say, and I try to explain this, and like sometimes where I'm at mentally, I need to be in spaces like that to get at my peak for being turned on. It don't have anything to do with a particular person. A lot of it is environment to me, and I like to be overstimulated, and not being overstimulated. As I get older and I get deeper into it, I feel that affects me a lot too, and I want to be in those spaces. Right. And I can just go to a lifestyle party just to be overstimulated, even if I'm only going to play with my partner.
But you have to be in
I love it.
But I've been doing it for so long. You got to think 20 years of living the lifestyle.
So that means you have to be stimulated a lot.
So I'm cool with, like, I'm not as sexual as I was when I was younger, and I'm cool. You know what I mean? This is why I value having someone that can give you peace of mind, that you have connection and energy with. I'm cool on that. But if I'm choosing, I know the spaces where I'm gonna thrive at and where I'm gonna get to my peak. And it has not. I don't give a fuck if I'm with the baddest. You know, whoever you put out there is the baddest woman on this earth right now. It doesn't matter for me. It's all about environment and sensory overload. To get to a certain point to where, like, I want to be here. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to fuck in the crib. You know,
you don't like to have sex
I don't like
in the
to fuck in the house. Like, it's.
Well, where the hell do you like to have sex?
I would rather fuck at a swingers club than fuck at a house. That's just my personal, my feel, because I'm going to be way more stimulated. Watching girls flirt with my girl, just seeing people around, whatever, and then going to the space. And that's something that people may have to get used to. You know what I mean? And I explain that to my partners. I explain it to each one, like, them spaces, because I've been doing this for so long. You see what I'm saying?
That's
and
kind
I
of
can
been
fuck
your
and just be
thing.
regular. But if you want me at my high,
Right.
get me in
I
these
gotta-
spaces.
right.
Let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
Let me see you flirt. Let me see y'all interact together. So and so. You know what I mean? They like, and you'll see the difference. But I can admit that. I understand that I can identify that.
That fucking, you know what? When I go to a space, that's when all the toys come out. That's when all of the
Yeah.
tricks come out. You're absolutely right.
It's different.
You on 10. You're on 10 when you're in those certain spaces. In the crib, I can see it getting lazy.
So
It's-
I think it's different for me. I think I create that space in my crib because it doesn't happen to get me. It takes a lot for us to create the atmosphere, right? It's not just only me, but it's also what my partner's doing as well. And then we create those four walls, and I don't need to create it outside the crib. This is just me. No offense to you guys, but for me,
Everybody's
I created
different.
within. I created within the crib, and then when we come out of that, box,
what scene have you created in the crib?
the scene I've created in the crib, I think it kind of goes back to like, so I have a praise kink. So I like when a man is praising me, calling me all types of good girls and stuff like that. So I think when you start off with giving me my words of affirmations, and then there's touching and there's kissing involved, and you're still giving me my words of affirmation, now we're starting to create the walls for me where I can be like, oh, now I can do I want to do everything and anything with you. Pulling the toys out the closet, like, all right, let's get it. Let me into this.
Because you want more of that praise. So you like, I feel comfortable. I feel honored.
Yeah. So
I'm
now
going up.
So now I'm doing whatever now. Now you got me there. It's been a very long time since I got there. And I recently just had that happen.
Yeah, because you told me that you like bed sex more than couch, and I seen that comment. Matter of fact, yeah.
I was watching that show where y'all were talking about that.
Like, yo, what
Yeah.
happened? Matter of fact, what happened with Tuesday?
Patreon.
Oh, okay.
We gonna catch this on Patreon. Do the Patreon spiel right now.
We ready? I thought we was going into that.
I know, but just say that.
Y'all already know. Come 106 in dark time. We go over to Patreon. I'm not Loon. Courtney's not Loon. We're not doing that. Loon had to take care of some shit at work. He will be back. Relax. Everybody relax. All right. Shout out to the Discord too. We in here. If you want to join the Discord, go to patreon.com/thehardorsoftshow to join the Discord so you can see the Patreons. You can see her little stories. All right.
Yeah.
And also, we got a play party coming soon. And people that's part of the Patreon actually are getting the discount on the play party.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So
Nice.
there's that too. But like I said, join the Patreon, patreon.com/thehardorsoftshow to see 106 in dark when we come back. And also to hear Courtney's story.
Hey.
All right. Now, I know we've been going on for a while, but it's around that time. We're about to go into 106 in dark.
Yep.
But before that,
Yes. You want to do That's
Too
Too
Horny.
Horny.
Now that's too horny is like, yo, we horny all day here. Matter of fact, this is Courtney's spiel. You want Courtney's spiel?
Yeah. So we sitting in this crib for about 3 to 4 hours being
Jesus
horny.
Christ.
Being horny.
3 to 4
And I
hours is
think
nuts.
we have the right to say when something's too horny, meaning that is out of control. You shouldn't be doing that. Relax. So we scoured the internet and we find these moments.
She's
Sometimes
doing
me and
it now.
Tahoe be debating about them because I'm like, that's too horny. He'd be
I
like,
have a lot
nah,
of
that's not
those
too horny.
moments.
Yo, she has this one where I was like, I think she said she said she's too horny, and I was like, he's not horny enough. Do you still have that video?
Yes.
Is that going to be our submission for today's That's Too Horny?
Yes. Let me just go ahead and find it.
I showed her a horny moment when you left.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
I bet you did. That's my play party fucking nightmare. Don't be showing my chick a horny moment when I leave.
Just saying.
I went to the
Okay.
bathroom, my first play party. This dude, for one, we lay down in the bed. I'm very quickly, Cole. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go
we
ahead.
lay down in the bed. We kind of doing us. I look to the right. It's a dude standing there jerking off watching this. I'm like, yo, and this nigga's like right here. Like
Nah,
jerking. I'm like, yo, bro.
Not the 6 feet rule.
Nah, like he literally was like 3 feet.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yo, bro, can you back, you know? And he was like, oh, my bad. And kind of he went to the 6 feet.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there just like, you know, I'm like, bro, this is awkward as fuck. But there's another guy there that's 2 beds away, but you could tell he's drunk. But he keeps looking over. I got to go to the bathroom. I put my clothes on because I'm not as I got more experience, nigga, I'm walking through the party, dick swinging. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, I'm putting my shorts on. I'm putting, I put my shorts
Oh, you little
on.
shorty.
Might put my t-shirt back on.
Oh, you
Go to
little
the
shorty.
bathroom. I come back. This nigga's getting off the bed next to my shorty, the drunk nigga. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? She's like, yo, he tried to come over. I told him I was with you. Don't worry, but he's drunk. Don't. And I'm just looking at this nigga like, you
See, I don't
really
like that.
waited
Like,
for me?
I don't like when you get too drunk where you just don't. You're not coherent about what's going on.
And that's the
too
worst
horny.
thing to do. At the matter of fact,
But-
you go into the Patreon. We actually have Play Party Etiquette video on the
There's
Patreon.
people that'll be completely sober and still have that mentality. As soon as you walk off, they, you know what I mean, won't say a word to the woman that you've been talking to, whatever. And as soon as she's naked and she's in her space of
Try to crawl up next to her.
being intimate, they come with can I join, or as soon as you walk away, they come out. You know what I
Put
mean?
this work in, bro.
Hey,
Put
listen,
that
man.
work in.
That's the whole thing
The
about
fuck?
having etiquette and being a stand-up dude in a lifestyle. This is why you don't get an invite to everything. You know what I mean? I used to pride myself off of being a stand-up dude in a lifestyle. That's why I would get added to couples groups where they might only have 5 single dudes in there or whatever, because you got to project yourself a certain way. But that come with a dude not being thirsty, not being pressed for pussy, and not every situation you need to act on. Just because she's butt naked here, she sucked 20 dicks, don't mean she's sucking 21.
Do I? Ooh, can
20's
I
crazy.
ask something?
20.
20 is crazy.
Wait, I've
But
seen it though.
Can I
I've seen it.
ask
I used to
something?
host
though? Do you
gangbang parties,
think
so
that
yeah.
men who's been pressed for pussy their whole life join the lifestyle under false pretense?
And they
Because-
don't get none
Hell
in the
yeah.
lifestyle neither, because they don't have that. They don't have that energy. They too pressed. They too awkward. Women can sense that. It's like, yo, nah, he ain't right. He ain't right.
There's too many people, because you got to look at it like this. You also are dealing with people that want to make money on the lifestyle. So if you got a guy that's willing to pay $150 every time, no questions, you start to lean back on your vetting process of who you don't allow or who you know what I mean. So I understand both angles of it as being a businessman, you know what I mean, but then also being an advocate in the lifestyle. So it's kind of like a give and a take, or a lose-lose, depending on the angle you looking at
Yeah.
it from. Because,
Somewhat, but you got to protect your community.
but some people are not in it to protect it; they in it to
Make
profit
money.
off of it. So
Right.
you gotta realize what parties you're going to, what you're, you know what I mean.
Who's throwing them?
Yeah, who's throwing them and stuff like that. This is why I prefer a swingers club over any party any day. I don't care if it's my brother hosting a party. I prefer a swingers club because you have more people that understand the etiquette. More people are scared to get thrown out of there and get banned from the situation. It's going to be a higher price. You have to dress a certain way. It's a certain type of music. So some people, all that stuff deters different types of crowd. Then you have a large social aspect because you have a bar area, lounge area. You know what I mean? Then you got private rooms and stuff like that they have security there actually looking, and they deter a lot of the stuff. So I always tell anybody, I used to do a swinger 101 class. And I always suggest don't go to a personal private party, go to a swingers club first. And if you're a woman, don't go on the night where they allow single guys, go on a couples night first. And then work your way to that next situation.
Would you do a Patreon with me on the Swingers 101?
I would. 100%
Let's do that.
would.
Let's set that up. A Swingers 101. And that just be for couples. You know what I mean?
No, couple singles, anybody that wants to indulge in it, there's a lot of stuff that you need to take into mind first before you choose where you're going to go to first, and the path you're going to take to explore that lifestyle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Court.
Yep.
Take
That's
us to-
too horny.
That's too horny. She's been holding that for. She's been holding this video. So what are we doing with this too horny? And I'm telling you, we do not agree on this. Let's see. Did you put it into the Discord?
Oh, I am so sorry, Discord.
We're going to put this into the new episode discussion in the Discord. That's another thing. If
Okay.
you're watching the show, you get to see all of the clips, all of the stuff. The 2 videos that I posted earlier, they will be in the Discord.
Hold on, let me.
you know what? And the video I was showing, he never seen that, so that'd be good.
Yeah, I want to see it. What are you doing in the video? What do you mean? I like see. Listen, if Courtney goes to our bookmarks on the Hardorsoft Twitter, she's gonna have a heart attack. I'll be saving shit there for later. Don't unbookmark my shit.
I never unbookmark anything.
There's some shit
I
in
just think
there.
that we need to
On Twitter,
refresh
you gotta
our Twitter
follow me on
page.
Twitter, bro.
Yeah, I will for sure. Send it in right now.
But
Okay,
I don't want
it's
you
a
to do it
link.
now, because if
Will
she
they get
just
it if I
happen
put
to
it-
throw me up there, I want you to see it organically. I want to see your response.
All right.
Does the Discord can they get links and they'll show the video?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. So I'll just send them the link. Okay. Now let's go ahead and mirror.
Right.
Women in tech. All right, here we
Melly,
go.
give me the sound on this. You have the sound, I think. The remote.
All right. Is it gonna play?
No, this is the picture. You gotta go up into the one above it, I think. Oh,
God, it got deleted.
It got deleted.
I saw that
It got deleted.
Dang it.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Let me see, Court. Did you actually send me that? You
I
didn't,
did.
You didn't
I
record
sent it to you. I didn't screen record that. I sent that to you.
So this is for the
That's too horny. Oh, that's so annoying.
use mine now.
Okay, but did you send it to me?
You on Twitter right now, right?
Yeah, but where did you send it to on Twitter?
You have a That's Too Horny?
I don't think it's that too horny. He's doing his work. It's not that too horny.
All right, so let's describe the video.
All right, so basically, they're on a boat, and this woman, it's her birthday. She has on like a really, birthday.
That shit was revealing.
It was very revealing.
It was like lingerie.
Yeah.
And this shit was clapped. It was hugging the cheeks.
Yeah.
It was like, it wasn't lingerie flowing. It was around
Are
it.
you saying it was inappropriate for the
No, it was fire, but it was
fire.
also West. I think she was West Indian of some sort. So
Yeah.
they have a different culture around what they think is appropriate or not. I think it was fine.
I thought it was fine too, because she's on a boat and she's celebrating her birthday.
But it was lingerie. It wasn't swimsuit.
It was fine.
All right, fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
But the thing, okay, so then she started. So this guy with a book bag, he is standing there. And she's like trying to get him to dance on her, and he's like forcing it. And she's whining on him, and he's just like, nah.
Them cheeks was clapping too.
She was on him, and he was just like, nah. She's like trying to like
Nah.
move away, but she wasn't getting the fact that he did not.
He
want to
wasn't
dance.
moving away at all. It's my
Because-
problem.
He was the DJ.
How do you know he was the DJ?
Because I found out later on Twitter he was the DJ. He was gonna play next.
You making this up?
I'm not making it up.
Okay, so he's
he was
standing
waiting.
there, right? The
With a
DJ is
book
where
bag
you
on.
are.
Yeah.
With a book bag on.
The DJ is where you are, behind the desk, and he's standing here, basically adjacent to the DJ. She's in between, holding on to her homegirl, and she's clapping cheeks, and he's standing there, and she's like, "You gonna get this wine? You gonna get this
And he's
wine?"
like, "No,
and
no,
he's
no,
like,
no,
"No, I'm not going. I don't want the wine.
I don't want the wine."
I don't want the wine." And she's putting the leg up. She tried to put it on his shoulder so she could get good. You know how the ladies, West Indians, they get to doing that. Put
Yeah.
the leg up on your shoulder so they can bounce a little bit more. He kindly brushes the leg off. And
See, Ray's like, word, that was the DJ. See?
all right, Ray don't know nothing. He's 70 years old.
So are we dissecting a video from what could have possibly happened, or she was in the wrong?
we basically
We saying is she being too horny?
Yeah, because he could have been like in a space to where I'm working. I would have gave you all this work if I wasn't working.
but he wasn't working.
He was the DJ. He was
He
next
wasn't
to play.
DJing now.
He was next
But
to
then
play.
DJs have dicks.
But you also know
He was next to
in them
play.
spaces of somebody. If a girl is super drunk, you're like, yo, chill, yo, chill. Like if I gotta get you with the solid man, chill. Back the fuck up. You doing
He
too
kind of
much.
did that, and then she went for his throat.
Yeah, and then yes,
That
and
shit
then
over
and then
after
he
that.
grabbed his.
She grabbed his throat and was like, "You're not gonna turn me
You're
down
not gonna
on
turn
my
me
birthday.
down."
You're gonna get this
Too
dub."
horny.
Thank you.
Way too horny.
Thank you.
I said she's too horny.
Too horny.
no,
and
you
too
said
But I
you
also
he
said-
said that he wasn't horny enough.
He needs
That
to
man's doing a job.
move over.
He's doing a
Move
job.
out the way.
He's doing a job.
I said this. This is what I said. Nut Navy.
Not Navy.
That's our community.
Okay.
I said if my fiance sees me standing there, shorty's catching her dub, she was like, "Why did you know her? Why didn't you just move? Why are you standing there? Why are you letting her do all of this extra shit and you just
Because-
kind of just standing there? Move, just move out the way. Let her get her dub on and move.
He probably didn't want to embarrass her. He probably didn't know what to do in that moment.
Move, go behind the DJ.
Some guys
Sis,
get uncomfortable. Everybody can't maneuver a certain way. They're like, yo, let me step over
Move.
here. Everybody don't got some people panic. You know what I mean?
Maybe he was.
Yeah, but you know,
He acting all weird. He's leaning back.
No, see, but
Move.
no, Tahoe, no, because it's either flight
Or fight.
or freeze.
Fight.
For some people.
Fight or
Yes,
flight.
whatever.
Some people freeze. They don't have to fight or flight.
Yeah, they just freeze.
Some people have that
People
in
just
between
freeze.
stage. Like a lot of people that may have like a panic attack or something.
Right. He probably just froze up like, yo, I'm not expecting this. I'm supposed to play my next set and she over here throwing pussy at me. I'm not expecting that.
So I'm gonna say I'm obviously wrong here.
Yeah.
I'm obviously wrong here.
I'm glad you know.
Shorty, just control yourself. But I mean, I do think at the West Indian parties, if you're gonna get this dub, I'm not West Indian enough to say it. I don't know. But I've seen it. You're gonna get this dub. The chicks be running, doing what they gonna do. Niggas gotta kind of just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The chicks run the party.
They really do.
The chicks run the party.
Yeah.
You gonna get this dub. And I don't know. So that's how I feel. But obviously, if somebody says no, even if it's a man, no means no.
Means
of
no.
course. Of course.
People were saying they was gonna hayuka her, like they was ready to throw hands on her. Like if I say no, leave me alone.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I thought, shorty, I forgot I'm engaged. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have did nothing.
right.
It's
Right.
time for
Right.
106 and Dark. I wonder. You see your guy catch a dub at a party. You get.
Depends on how
But-
crazy she going on him.
If she's going crazy and he's just standing there like, yo, I don't know what's going on.
Put the SOS sign up.
Yeah, but like, nah.
If she catches a dub at a party, you're submissive. Your submissive is under strict orders, strict rules.
No, that ain't happening.
Well, then you can't. But that's not fair because she's the submissive.
Yeah.
What if your other partner who's just submissive?
No,
to
but he
you?
said it's not happening.
No,
He said no. What
I'm gonna
happens?
give you a different situation from my other partner
Yeah,
who is not a
see?
submissive. That is
Exactly.
not in a certain protocol. I'm gonna let her handle it herself. And if I gotta step in, she knows she don't want me to step in. So she knows she need it. Well, any situation, she knows she gotta handle it. But she hood, so it's a little different.
She gonna back out the
she'll be,
razor.
You bird brain ass motherfucker. So this is the, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm cool on her. I know I ain't gotta do too much. But you gotta give that space to let them be able to handle their own situation because she goes to lifestyle parties without me. Like she got friends that promote and host and all that, whatever. And if I don't feel, if I gotta protect her when I'm there, what's gonna happen when I'm not there? So I gotta know that she can handle a dude coming to holler and all that, whatever. Most of the shit I don't have that because most people know me, you know, in the community. And once they see, oh, you Sir Lee, they whatever. So I get that respect. But it's gonna be somebody that don't know, and it's up to her to be like, no, I'm cool, or she can have a conversation with somebody and all that, whatever. Or hey, no, I don't play with this, or you know, come talk to whatever. You know what I mean? So she need to check them. She need to do it herself. Any situation, anybody in the inbox, anywhere in life to where she gets confronted with a situation to where I'm not interested and she needs to handle herself, she has to be able to do that.
Right.
We can be butt naked and Hito and it be the same situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gotta
I
let her
say
handle
that. Now, if it gets to the point to where vice versa, he's the guy dancing and all, and she said no, and now I gotta step in. You know what I mean? Because now you don't cross the line to where you know it's a
consent violation.
Yeah, and now we're not rational.
Right.
Now I gotta be a nigga instead of a black man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It is a
Have
thin
nigga
line.
moments.
It's a
You
thin
get
line.
it, though.
Sometimes
You know,
they
that
only
change.
respect the nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
respect the black man. Oh, I gotta be a nigga for you.
Yeah.
And I say that, you know what I mean? I say
Especially you
that a
got
lot.
blue eyes. Sometimes you gotta.
I gotta
Yeah.
do it a little more because I'm light skinned, but I'm not no Drake type nigga. You know what I mean? That's not me. I gotta do it more.
You ain't
because
gonna Kendrick
somebody
me,
will be
nigga.
like, "Oh, he a pretty." No, I'm not. That's not. No, I ain't on that. Like, I don't want to have to flex, but that ain't me. Like, I'm.
All right. It is time. Y'all already know the thing's about to get dark.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We're going over to 106 in Dark
Hey.
with Sir Leezus. I wish Loon was here. Love you, bro. Can't wait till next week to see you where we can talk about our play party and where we're going to create our own scenes. But for now, go over to the new episode discussion folder because Courtney is loading up clips. We're going to see what Sir Leezus is going to rate them. What is our
Theme?
theme this week?
Milking.
My favorite. My favorite. And it might be yours. We'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so you wasn't here last week.
I was not here last week.
We have a new sponsor on the show.
Hey.
It's sponsoring us for life. Like, I'm not letting them go nowhere.
Okay.
All right? I'm
I
dead
love
ass
that.
serious. This is now a GetTheButters sponsored show. All right? Do you know what GetTheButters is?
No, that's new to me.
Yo.
What's up?
Bro, I have been using GetTheButters. It's like my best friend, literally in the bedroom.
Okay.
By myself, though.
Okay.
It's,
Okay.
this shit sounds...
Okay, you gotta show us because I don't know what you talking about now.
No, it sounds too much like an ad. I don't even want it to sound like a fucking ad. It's just real shit.
Okay.
This is real shit. Like I was showing Loon last week. Like I use this every time I jerk off. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember back when I started the show, I was using Vaseline.
I know. I remember.
jerk off.
I remember interviewing you, and you said I use Vaseline. I said that. Maybe no. That's
I
not
could
true.
never use Vaseline
You
again.
should never.
I don't think there's a lot of things that I can't use period. But I have to use the palm grease. So I have a gift for you.
All right.
This is from Get the Butters. If you mind if I don't open it real quick,
No,
just
you
to
good,
show.
you good.
They have, first of all, they got CBD.
Oh yeah.
They have CBD lube. So this one is their cocoa butter lube. Here, this is for you.
Cocoa butter lube.
They have, this is another cocoa butter one. I might keep that one. This one is called Butt Stuff. It's a lube specifically
for
made
anal?
For anal. This is
Okay.
not for pussy. This is pH balanced for anal play. All right, and there's enough in there for you to get busy
Enough
with.
in there. That's
That's right.
That's a whole two.
Look, he started shaking. Look,
like it wasn't enough.
Google Get the Butters. Google the people behind this brand. Google what they do for the community. This is a really black brand that's big on their product and big on giving back to the community. So it's not even like, you just supporting somebody that's not fucking with you. All right. I called them for them to be our sponsor.
Oh, nice.
Because I was tired of, I did business with them years ago, and then I didn't want to keep asking for free products, so I started buying this shit, and I was like,
can y'all just be our sponsor?
just
be
nigga,
our
I believe in your
sponsors,
brand. Why
darling.
don't we fuck with each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's figure some shit out. And so you can go, this is a water hydraulic lube. Let me see if I got some of that CBD shit in here. I want you to get the CBD. This is lube and aloe. I know it's a lot.
So
But when you open this, and this is, this is liquid body oil. So here, this is your package. I'm going to go get you one of the CBD joints. But they have a CBD lube, right?
Okay.
When you put it on your joint, it takes me about 25 minutes to jerk off.
We know jerk offender.
Yes.
The jerk offender's
literally
here.
Arnold Palmer. But, if you put the CBD lube on the pussy, put it on your dick, it increases the sensation. I use this shit. After a while of going in, my shit started feeling like
Tingly? Pulsating?
different. I don't know. I don't want to say like, I felt more, I had more feeling. I felt more, I don't want to say it was high. It was sensitive. Yeah, it was very sensitive. And so the pussy gets like that. You put it on the pussy and y'all fucking. I would hope, I haven't used it with her yet, that she has the same sensation I have. I have some for you.
You do?
I have some.
Because I'm sitting here like this. I'm like,
So I'm gonna get you one from the back. But
I'm gonna
for
do a
you
video.
guys out there, that's right.
I'm gonna do a video using this lube in one of my squirt videos.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
And if you open it, hold on, let me go get it. Hold on, let me get it. Let me get it. I want to show you the consistency.
Oh, this shit was.
This is a big deal. I am so happy to have him back.
Him running around with this one sock on and his pants down his ass is mad funny.
No, but look, imagine you putting this. This is the lube, bro. This shit is a fucking amazing. It's
Bro,
like a whole new box.
When you get that though, man, that shit was gone.
Yeah, that ass is so small. What did you? I thought you just got it.
That shit is done.
It's already.
Y'all doing too much. Go to GetTheButters.com. Use code HARDORSOFTSHOW. Actually, you can just go to GetTheButters.com /hard/or/soft/show, and everything on the site is 10% off.
Get the butters.
Get the butt stuff. Get the CBD lube, bro. And I'm telling you, do it for you. We don't get paid like. We don't get like a lot of times you do ads, they pay us for it. Like we get, if we sell shit, we'll get it. But at the end of the day I want you to have it. The reason I'm doing this is because I want you to have it. Trust me, send me your feedback, send me anything, and I'll post every single one. I guarantee you're going to love this shit. I guarantee you. GetTheButters.com /hard/or/soft/show for your pleasure, not mine. Welcome back. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the whole milking, and I'm trying to get to her fiance. Like, yo, come on, let's get to timing. Let's get to timing. Need the milking. Welcome back to the Hard or Soft Show, the show where we talk about things men like about sex and the things men don't like about sex, the things that make us hard and the things that make us soft. I am here with the horniest woman in the world.
I'm not.
Courtney Hardashian, the couch mover, the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Hey, the dick soother.
Please, Tahoe, please.
Let's go. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good.
Seeing you online. I'm seeing you posting your before and afters. Body's all chiseled.
Oh my!
I hope y'all following her and like get inspired by what's going on over here.
I had to put up a side by side picture from June 9th to like yesterday, and I was just like, wow, I'm getting definition in legs, in arms. I'm a happy camper. I'm so happy.
Yeah, happy for
So
you.
happy.
When hard work pays off. Mm-hmm. And you be eating too, because you was eating golden Oreos the other day. It's
I
like
was not eating golden
You was
Oreos.
eating golden Oreos. We did a photo shoot. You was eating golden Oreos.
I was eating the jalapeno chips.
You had some golden.
I don't like light skin Oreos.
Light skin.
I don't like light skin Oreos. I don't.
Now, our guest today was introduced to me several times. Several times over. But recently on an episode, one of our guests spoke him up. And we said, hold on, let me see if we can speak the video.
The hard or the soft?
So what made me hard this week
Yeah, go ahead.
I was in Jamaica for Kink Week, and I got to experience that with Sir Leezus, who is a dom. And I'm usually not into BDSM. I solely like march against the pain. But I wanted to push my limits and see how far I can go. And so I let him do a session that lasted, with cherry shakes. Yes. Shout out to the Hito. Shout out to the Hito comments. I was in Hito with cherry shakes and Kink Week, and I let Sir Leezus do a demonstration on me that left me ridiculously black and blue. I didn't even know chocolate could change colors. And I'm done.
Yo.
Yeah.
We have bro, you've been spoken about a lot, bro.
A few times, actually.
Like, people actually bring your name up all of the goddamn time. Sir Leezus, pro dom. What are your titles? Like, how do you go by?
I'm a sensual, sadist, pleasure dominant.
Sensual, sadist, pleasure, dominant.
Yes.
Okay. I'm able to stick. I'm reading what you're giving.
You got to put it all in there.
Yeah.
You got to say praise to every aspect of my existence.
Right.
That's why I put it all out there.
Yo, we appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate the invite. Definitely.
You know, I've heard about you. You told me that you've heard about the show. That's actually really a compliment for me.
Yeah.
When I know of people who have been in this space for so long and accomplished, well-known, respected. And that's the thing. A lot of y'all is in these spaces and y'all not really as respected as y'all may think. A lot of y'all have bad history, have made bad connections, have made bad moves, have disrespected, violated, all types of weird shit. And trust me, this community is small.
They talk.
Your name comes through. You know what I'm
Your name
saying?
is gonna get through the door before you even walk through the door.
Now that doesn't mean I won't necessarily turn you away, but I'm gonna need to ask you questions. Like, have you? Where have you done to put in the work to get past those bad moments? But I haven't heard any of those things about you. I've heard nothing but great things about you.
I pride myself off my etiquette, how I conduct myself as a black man, as a human, as a person that's an advocate in the community. So a lot of that falls into play to how I maneuver in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I always make sure that I'm in a certain mind state, you know what I mean, to remain to where people will vouch for me and say he's a cool dude or he's someone, so he know what he's doing or whatever, you know what I mean? And you stay social. And a lot of stuff that I do, I put my stuff out there publicly, so I'm vulnerable in that sense. I don't have the luxury of making a mistake.
Because the social media, it will come for you.
Yep.
And a lot of the stuff that you see me put out there, I'm doing that in front of a crowd. There's hundreds of people watching me do the stuff. So you see it. It's not a space where you have to go ask, hey, is Leezus okay at this? Does he do this? Does he do? No, you see it. Like, it's up there. It's projected. It's put out there. So I don't have the luxury that a lot of people have to where, you know, they can make mistakes and you're behind closed doors and everything. People will see everything and crucify anything that I do if I do something wrong. So I have to be extra careful for anything that I do.
Right. Now, you actually have submissives?
Yes.
Are you open to new submissives?
Yes, I'm always open to new submissive, but that process is so long. Like, I have a interview process, I have a vetting process, I have a consideration process, then they go into training. So I have to put all these barriers in place because I meet a lot of people that are not really in the community. They see it, they see what they're turned on by what they see online, and they really just want bedroom BDSM. They don't want to be in the community as a lifestyle, and it's a big difference. There's nothing wrong with someone just wanting to get spanked and choked and fucked, but there's a big difference between wanting to get spanked in the bedroom and wanting to be submissive 24/7 outside of any sexual play. So it's a big difference for that.
We're running out of time, so I'm going to get into our hard and our soft. Now, earlier you spoke that you got some crazy kinks, or at least one crazy kink.
An extreme. He said an extreme kink.
Depending on where you are with your kink level.
Now, let me introduce, because I'm willing to hear it. I want to know, because I don't know if I'm that kinky. I'm not sure. I'm bugged the fuck out. I'm gonna tell you that. But I don't know if I'm that kinky. I want to hear this. And the same way that you was into the milking, I'm into milking. Might be into what he's talking about. I don't know. Let me see.
Be.
The hard things men like about sex. I'm gonna give things women like about sex. Things that make men hard, and the things that make women wet. Sir Leezus, the ball's in your court.
Okay, so let me tell you how one of my biggest kinks plays out. So it has to do with foot worship, correct? So I have a woman. She would come. She would take my shoes off. She would start a hot little.
I'm here with you. Hold on.
All right, hot little bucket of water. Big enough to fit my size 14 feet, right? So she would give the whole care to the foot, the soaking, all right, bro.
What?
I mean, we both got big. I mean, my foot is pretty.
Was you trying to say that because I got a gray toe?
I didn't see anything about the gray toe. I'm not looking at your feet particularly.
Let's
but
go.
So
she's rubbing them down.
She's rubbing them down. She's soaking them. She's washing them. I get the whole pedicure and everything done. Whatever. She's lotioning them down. Then she takes time and she is worshiping the foot. She's putting it on her face. She's kissing it. She's sucking it. Whatever. So I love my feet worship. So then after she's done doing that, she takes off her clothes. She loosens up her pussy, loosens up my foot, and she rides my foot until she comes and squirts all over my foot, all between my toes. I love.
So she's riding on your foot.
Riding my whole fucking foot until she orgasms and squirts. So
on your foot?
On my foot. My foot is inside of her vagina. I love the feeling of my foot being inside of her vagina. All the pussy juices between my toes and watching her ride my foot and then orgasm. And then I add a little erotic asphyxiation and choke her at the same time. And she just continues to ride and come on my foot. And that right there became one of my biggest fucking kinks.
You've done this with multiple people?
I've done this with a couple, but one person multiple times.
Nigga.
And I have size 14.
You putting in somebody's pussy.
How deep does it go?
She is able to go down to where my ankle is.
What?
Yes.
Yo,
she's able to go down to where my ankle is.
Women are amazing. Yo, shout out to women, bro. Yo.
To go down to where my ankle is.
You're taking a 14?
She is able to, she was able, I mean,
That's why I'm not worried about having a big dick like that, bro. Because they could do anything with them pussies, bro. It's like, yo, why am I so worried about having a big dick?
But you got to think it's the same as somebody getting fisted, but it's just a lot more. Some people get double fisted.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you think about that, I love the feeling of it. I wiggle my toes in the pussy and all that, but you got to think everything is washed down. My nails are filed down to it, so I would wiggle my toes.
I'm wiggling my toes.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting horny just thinking about wiggling the coochie juices between my toes.
And so, do you get
now.
off of it? Like you come like
I could beat my dick while the person's doing it and make myself come by watching her ride my foot. Just the feeling of it more than the visual of it for me.
Babe.
Wow.
Babe.
Tanae, don't. Tanae, don't. Tanae, don't.
Let's get to it,
Tanae,
baby.
don't do it, girl.
Yeah, I'm done.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Yeah,
ooh,
cause she might wait me because she don't like the gray in the toe. So
Because I don't like.
Bro, paint on black like some of them people.
She might make me wear wear black condoms. They have foot condoms.
They got toe
condoms. They got toe condoms.
Oh, you gonna put one on each toe and be like
they got the little finger.
She won't let me. She won't suck my toes though. It's all good. I feel like she could suck the other ones. She's scared of the gray one. It's fine.
But the process. It was a process with her. She would come and the whole catering to the feet. You know what I mean? But it was only my right one. Only my right one.
You can't do it with your left.
I don't know. It was only my right. If I gotta put my foot out, it's always gonna be my right for some reason. She never did it on the left.
She only did it on the right.
I've never had.
Wait, was it your idea? Whose idea was it to jump?
It was her idea. This is what she asked for, and then I got into it with, you know what I mean. I got into it after it was done.
She put your foot in her pussy.
She put it in her pussy.
And you was laying there like, word.
I missed it. Whose idea was it?
It was her idea.
Oh, it was her idea.
So she had a male foot worship fetish, right?
Oh.
So that's how I got into it. So you got to think about it. Sometimes you get introduced to kinks.
Yeah,
you meet different people that introduce you to something. You're like, you know what? I like this.
Yeah.
Right? And her thing was the worship. And it was a process. Like she would clean it. She would do the whole filing the nails and everything. Scrape the bottom of the foot, both of them, whatever. Go through the whole process. She would rub it down with oil and everything.
Did she tell you she was going to fuck your foot?
Because we talked about, we negotiated it way before. So I knew it and I was like, I'm open to it. So
she said she wanted to put it in her pussy.
She said that.
Okay.
She said that before we even.
Because that's some shit you don't just pop up. Like if say a chick come to the crib, come to your crib. They get the filing your shit down. They got the little the drill shit. They, you know what I'm saying? They pull out the fucking the polish, polish your shit, and then they put it in their pussy. Like you gotta tell me.
No, you gotta
don't
tell
just
someone. You
put
can't.
it in your pussy.
You can't put it in your pussy. You just gotta tell someone.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've had this before. I met a chick in the club. She didn't put it in the pussy.
Yeah.
But I met a chick in the club. I told my mans, like the week before she was kissing my mans in the club. I kind of felt like we had a vibe first, but somehow she got drunk. She started kissing my man. Cool, fuck it. They wasn't able to dip that night. He got too drunk. The next week, she finds herself in the section. He all fucking with somebody else. Me and her vibing, but we already knew that he was gonna catch feelings.
Yeah.
If he seen her with me, so he gets drunk again. We put him in the passenger seat of the car. We put her behind him because we was all driving in one car. We was broke back then. We put her behind him, and he drunk. I'm sitting behind the driver. She's over here. We both get out the car. Whoop, go to the crib. She starts taking the shoes off, massaging the legs. So she's like, I just want you to lay down. I just want you to lay down. Massaging the legs, massaging the feet. Now, when I'm talking about massage, shut up. My toe wasn't great back then.
It's not about your feet. It's just me in general. I don't like feet.
Bro, she started doing every toe. And she's like, I'm going to do something. I hope you like it. And gets down on her knees at the bottom of the bed. And she just started going to town.
Just sucking the feet.
I'm
making
laying
a noise too.
Going off on my toes. I've never in life experienced anything like this. And all I could think of, my man was in the club kissing her last week.
Here she is on my foot.
And I just sit there like,
every fucking toe.
She has a foot fetish. I've never seen her like this. And she's going off. And then she didn't even need the sex. And did you do it? She said she has a girl asked to suck your feet, and he just said, "No, yeah, that's what we do."
He made no, like, there was no emotion behind it. He
just looked at me like, "Yeah, it is what it is." Things men don't like about sex. Things women don't like about sex. The things that make us soft, and the things that make women dry. You ever soft?
What's your soft?
Let me see.
So when I think about softs, I think about either positions I don't like, things people tend to do in the bedroom. And it's like, nah, I don't like when people do that. It could be something very personal to you. It doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying? A soft.
A soft would be, to me, is nails not being done, dirty nails, dirty nails. Like out, like I know some people got certain jobs that they can't have their nails done, whatever. But if your nails are not up to par, that is one of my biggest turnoffs. I posted this, and it was probably wrong. And I said, please do not send me any videos of you playing with your pussy if your nails are not done.
Done.
And the girl messaged me and said, I'm so sorry. I will never, this is that. I didn't have them done. So well, why are you sending me random? And I didn't tag her, say the name. I just put it up there, and the thread went crazy.
They need to be like
polished, all that.
Done. They don't look like you changed your car oil and your shit, or you know how some girls. In fairness, you know how some girls, they might have dyed their hair. They took in this. You know what I mean? You got to take your nails off to do stuff like. Spare me that. Like to come, at least do something. Because I got like for a man, right? I have nice hands, right? My nails are straight. I keep them clean.
Got some big ass fucking hands, my nigga. God damn! I know it's Halloween coming, but Jesus Christ, look at this nigga's finger. This nigga's like Jeepers Creepers.
Somebody said that. Like somebody was like, you know what's crazy? One of my viral videos when I was on the podcast, the girl was like, his hands are creeping me out there. Just
look at that shit.
Whatever. My mom said that when I was a child. When I came out, the doctors was like, why is his finger so long? My fingers are just dangling on some shit. But this is also, but if you think about it, right, bro, and I know you know this, when you're massaging the G spot, my fingers are long enough to reach everybody's G
all
spot.
in there.
So when I show that,
you get all in
my
there.
fingers are long enough to, like my hands are humongous. Like, and I don't have fat fingers, but I have just the perfect, and I keep them groomed. Like right now, this is not groomed enough for me. But if my nails just regular, naturally,
they're groomed,
look better than that shouldn't be like that. Or rough hands. If a girl got rough hands, that first rub is over for me.
Oh my God.
Rough hands?
Yes.
I used to tell this girl she was beautiful. Everything was perfect. And the first time I really realized it, like she's like, rubbing on my arm, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is it? And then she goes like my dick, and I'm like, yo, hold, like that shit don't even feel. I'm like, we gotta lube it up more because it's a little.
I need a extra layer of protection.
I don't know. Like I can't, and I got smooth hands, like, but the nails for me is if I look at that and I see that shit, nah. And it was big when somebody sent me a video. It was complete. Like, I don't know what's your pussy look like.
So you're big on visuals.
Visuals is big for me.
Do people not like? Do you request things when you ask for videos? Like, yo, lighting. I need the lighting to be right. I don't
ask for. I might, if somebody was like, oh, I miss you, I'll be like, prove it. Then they might send a video, whatever, so or I don't really ask for too many videos.
Yeah, you're right. You ain't do it in the video. You ain't do it in the text
message. Send it to me and all that, whatever, so. I might, you know what? She sends me videos of us fucking to say I just masturbated to this. Now that turns, but I see the video. That turns me on. Receiving it, I just masturbated to this video. I'm like, oh, that's me busting your ass, whatever, so.
That's fire.
That worked for me.
That's fire. That's fire.
That's a little turn.
I've definitely gotten. Do y'all want me to put my toe away? You all right? You can't even see it,
bro.
I see you right here.
He good. He been around basketball players his whole life. He's seen how people feed is. You all right?
Visual. Yeah, sure.
He said visual matters.
Audio.
Y'all getting sick over there too? All right, I'm gonna get y'all out of this too and away from my fucking feet. I gotta go back downstairs and take care of my mom. As y'all know, we have a play party coming November 2nd. All right, it's a Halloween play party, and the theme is from dusk till dawn. I'm supposed to be doing a watch party, but I got annoyed with the Discord for going in on me, specifically Yo Kaya and the rest of that little gang. We love to have Sir Leezus at the party.
Thanks for joining us.
When is
November 2nd here in Brooklyn.
Where am I at November 2nd?
We will see.
I might be in a different state because I'm booked into the next year. Like I literally travel.
Excellent. That's fire.
Yeah, 3 weekends out the month. I'm doing a show somewhere.
What we trying to do?
I'm in Philly. I'm booked in Philly.
Oh shit!
Am I booked in Philly or am I just gonna be home?
You're booked in Philly.
What event does?
11 to 24.
Okay. Yeah. That's
okay.
You heard his voice rise?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, we're trying to have the glory hole and the milking table. So we're trying to have the glory hole, the glory hole for women, or the milking table for women, and the milking table for men at From Dusk Till Dawn. Where can we find?
Show
That's right.
Presents
That's right.
Dusk Until Dawn. But
That's
where
right.
can we find you, Sir Leezus?
To be honest, you can Google Sir Leezus at this point. Go to Google.
Because you told me so many pages got deleted. So we're trying to be more a little specific. You
I
know?
know I'll get into that, but I tested my theory out. I went to a whole bunch of different computers and just put Sir Leezus in, and everything will come up. That's the easiest way. Go to Google, type in Sir Leezus, SirLeezus, and pal. But I'm gonna tell everybody to come to my Instagram. It's SirR.Leezus, but you have to type it all the way out. Type it all the way out.
I'll be the first one.
Yeah. SirR.Leezus. It gotta be typed all the way out because you'll get my backup page. If you don't see 12K on there, that ain't the page.
SirR.L. Yeah, you're right. Sir _Leezus.
And that's not it. Yeah, you gotta type the whole page in for it to come up, and you'll see me on stage.
There it is.
Yeah.
Followed by Tanae. Yo, I swear this girl is something else, bro.
Nah, she just did that in fairness.
No, it's all good.
She
I know
did that
my lady
in
loves
fairness.
what she loves. It's all well and good. You gotta get out of my house though. I told you. Nah, I'm playing. Yo, thank y'all for being here with us for Hard or Soft. Shout out to Sir Leezus. It's the show. It's the show. When you say freaky, what's freaky? What you mean by freaky? All right, if I do this, you're not going to tell your friends, right?